Hello my dear warriors, I hope you guys are all doing amazing. This is a very special video. Here we are going to discuss costing super 100 questions, the most comprehensive, most detailed, most important questions for you to crack your examination and score really well. These are the top 100 questions which are selected, handpicked in such a way that all concepts as well as all comprehensive questions are covered. Now, before we go into the question discussion, it is most important that we have an understanding of the concepts. So if you have revised the concepts already, great. But if you have not revised already, no issues. We have a detailed revision video which we have uploaded on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Think with Tabish. So if you go to our YouTube channel, Think with Tabish, on the playlist, you have a separate playlist called as Costing Marathon Videos. The videos are in 3 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3. The detailed timestamp is anyways given, but still, in part 1 of the video, you have the chapter Introduction to Costing. Timestamp I have put it here. Material costing, labor costing, overheads, ABC. Part 2, you have unit job batch costing, service costing, process, joint product by product. Part 3 of the video, you have cost sheet, cost accounting system, standard marginal budgeting. So at the start, pause the video right now. Watch the revision of the concepts. Once you finish that, come back here. Do watch the question discussion. The Super 100 question PDF is already shared on Telegram group as well as available on our application Think with Tabish. So happy learning my dear warriors. Give your 100%. Keep studying, keep smiling, keep working hard, keep making your parents proud, and happy learning. First, quickly revise whatever things we've discussed. So marginal costing, the entire chapter we bifurcated into 3 main concepts. First is basics, second is basic formulas, third is special situation. Basics. Sir, how do we take a decision? Simple, boss. Yes, compare your marginal cost with marginal revenue. If marginal revenue is greater, accept the decision. Marginal revenue is lower, reject the decision. Okay, sir. Now, what is marginal cost? It is the extra cost to manufacture 1 unit extra output. And we have told, yes, my total cost includes variable cost as well as fixed cost. To manufacture 1 unit extra, do I need to incur extra fixed cost? No, boss. Yes. That means most of the times, 99% of the times, marginal cost is nothing but my variable. Then we have discussed the basic assumptions of marginal costing unless otherwise specified. That is, if nothing is given in the question, I'll always assume that selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, as well as total fixed cost be constant. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Next is basic formulas. So first was a concept of contribution. What is contribution, students? It is a net cash I get by selling my goods or services. Imagine I sell a shirt at 1000 rupees and purchase it for 600. 400 is a net cash I get by selling it. That is my contribution. In terms of formula, it is sales minus variable cost or fixed cost plus. Marginal cost sheet format, sales minus variable cost gives me contribution minus fixed cost gives me profit. Concepts we've already discussed. I'm just giving you a quick recap. Now, calculating your PV ratio as well as variable cost ratio. Imagine my selling price is 1000. Variable cost is 600. Tell me, how much percentage is my variable cost as a percentage of sales? Yes, I can tell that my variable cost is 60% of sales. Is when my selling price is 1000, variable cost is 600. It is 60%. What is the formula? Variable cost divided by sales into 100. This is my variable cost. Tell me how much contribution I earned. 400. How much percentage contribution I'm earning? Yes, out of 1000, how much percentage contribution I'm getting? Sir, 40% I'm getting. It is called as PV ratio, profit volume ratio. It is nothing but contribution divided by sales. This is 60%, this is 40%. If you add, it is going to be 100%. That means it is going to be complementary. That means if one is known, other can be calculated. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Great. Next is break-even point. What all happens at our break-even point, students? 3 things happen at break-even point. Profit or loss is going to be equal to 0. That means total sales is equal to total cost. That means contribution is equal to fixed cost. Now, formula we have derived logically, we've explained. Yes, BEP in terms of units, it is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. In terms of rupees, it is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Now, there is no need to by heart and keep it. Yes, I've explained you how we will solve even without touching a single formula. Okay, next is margin of safety. What is margin of safety? Sir, it is a sale in addition to BEP sale. It is after BEP, whatever sale I'm going to do, that is going to be my margin of safety. Okay. Imagine my total sale is 1 lakh. In that, till BEP, my sale was 25,000. That means how much is my margin of safety, students? 75,000. Tell me how much is BEP as a percentage? Sir, it is 25% of total sale. How much is MOS as a percentage? It is 75%. This is called BEP sale ratio. This is called MOS sale ratio. If you add, should always be getting 100%. Yes or no everyone? BP sale ratio is BP sale divided by total sale into 100. This is MOS sale divided by total sale. Is this clear everyone? Yes sir. And this very important thing, till break even. Now imagine, yes, the same example of shirt. Every shirt I'm selling at 1000 rupees, 400 contribution I'm getting. If I sell one shirt, I'm getting 400. So every unit I'm selling, I'm getting contribution. Till BEP, whatever contribution I've got, whatever cash I've got, why am I using? I'm using it to recover my fixed cost or pay my fixed. Yes or no everyone? Perfect. So till BEP, whatever contribution I've got will be equal to my fixed cost. That means, tell me students, at BEP, will I be having any profit? Now break even is over. That means I have recovered my fixed cost already. After that, do I need to think about my fixed cost? Look at this simple example, students. Imagine every shirt selling price is 1000, variable cost is 600, contribution is 400. That means I sell one shirt, I'm getting 400 cash. Imagine my fixed cost is 10,000 rupees. So tell me, if I sell one shirt, I'm getting 400 cash. Yes, in order to get 10,000, how much shirt I should be selling? 10,000 divided by 400. 25 shirt I should be selling. Yes or no everyone? So 25 shirts I sold, every shirt 400, 400, 400. 10,000 cash I got. This 10,000, what? Why I'll be using this? Pay my fixed cost. Yes or no everyone? Now I have reached my break even. I have recovered my fixed cost. Now one more customer has come, 26th customer. Again I sold. I got 1,600 variable cost I've paid, 400 contribution is there. This 400 that I've got now, do I need to pay anyone? No sir. Why? Because my fixed cost is already paid, variable cost is already recovered. That means this 400 is going to be my. Yes or no everyone? Simple. So at margin of safety, I need not to worry about fixed cost at all. Why sir? Because fixed cost is already recovered, na dear. That means whatever contribution you will get, that is going to be your profit. Yes or no everyone? Yes. Is this clear? Yes. Then sales to achieve desired profit or loss, we have told, for my fixed cost, add your desired profit divided by contribution per unit or PV. Then we have seen the magic box, yes, approach to solve all the questions. I have told, firstly we should put the marginal cost sheet format. Sales minus variable cost is contribution, minus fixed cost is profit. Then first two columns compulsorily I should try getting. First is per unit as well as percentage. Once you get this, all the other things automatically we will be in a position to get the answers, even without, yes, by hearting a single formula. Is this clear everyone? How do we do that? I think I have explained with the help of a simple example. Now we are having 6 example questions, then backed by so many questions from study material past papers. We'll go on doing. With every question we'll go on increasing our conceptual clarity as well as confidence. So are you guys ready everyone? Give me a confirmation. Give me a loud confirmation everyone. Students who are watching the recorded, are we ready to make marginal costing one of the simplest and scoring chapters? Okay. Look at the first question. I am a watch manufacturer. So watch I'm manufacturing and selling. Every watch at what price I'm selling? 2,000 rupees. Great. What is my variable cost per watch? 1,200. Okay. What is my fixed cost? 8 lakh. What is question asking? PV ratio, break even point, sales to earn a profit of 2 lakh. Everything we'll do. First step is put down the format, magic box, write down whatever data is available. Selling price is available, variable cost is available, fixed cost is available. Look at this students. Selling price is 2,000 rupees. So I have prepared the columns. Yes, every watch I am going to sell at a price of 2,000 rupees. This light blue color I am using for the data which is given in the question. For every watch, variable cost is 1,200 rupees. And what is my fixed cost? Okay, I have written down the data. Now, based on this, what all I can calculate? First, let me do it. Pay attention, students. I will use red color. 2,000 is my selling price. 1,200 is my variable cost. That means how much cash I am getting by selling one watch? Sir, 800 rupees I am getting. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. Now, in terms of percentage, sale is always going to be 100% of sale. Now, tell me how much percentage is variable cost? Sir, when my sale is 2,000, variable cost is 1,200. That means my variable cost is 60% of sale. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means how much percentage is contribution? 40. Now, understand one thing, my dear students. Once these 3 things are ready, once I have got this information, anything my question is asking, I can solve. No tension. Pay attention. What is it that my question is asking? First one, PV ratio. Did I calculate? Yes. Break even it is asking. Now pay attention. BEP I'll have to calculate. Now I know the formula to calculate BEP, fixed cost divided by contribution per unit or PV ratio, all those things. Now I will solve without touching a single formula. Pay attention. How do I do? Tell me students, just the simple feel. What is break even point? BEP means, sir, no profit, no loss. That means profit or loss is zero. But sir, I have to pay a fixed cost of 8 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. To pay 8 lakh fixed cost, how much cash I should be having? Sir, I should be having 8 lakh cash. If I have 8 lakh cash with me, now no tension, sir. I will pay 8 lakh fixed cost, tension free. Yes or no? There is no profit, there is no. Okay. So I want total 8 lakh cash, 8 lakh contribution. Okay. Your data is there either on your left, right, above, below. One of the 4 places you will find data. Pay attention. 8 lakh total contribution I want. If I sell one watch, how much contribution I'm getting? Sir, if I sell one watch, na 800 contribution I'm getting. That means to get 8 lakh contribution, how much watch I should sell? Simple. If I sell one watch, I'm getting 800. If I want 8 lakh, how many watch? Is going to be 8 lakh divided by 800. How much is it, students? Is it 1000 watches? So my BEP is going to be, yes or no, everyone? Did I touch even a single formula? No. But sir, if we do it this way, okay, now that I'll come to it later. Now 1000 watches I've sold. Every watch at what price I'm selling? Sir, every watch I'm selling at 2000 rupees. That means 1000 watch at the rate of 2000 per watch. My revenue is going to be 20 lakh. For every watch, I have to incur a variable cost of 1200. That means variable cost is good. Yes or no, everyone? Simple. I did not even touch a single formula. Now, look at this. What all question is asking? PV ratio, okay. BEP, okay. The last thing is sales to earn a profit of 2 lakh. Okay. Desired sales. Pay attention, everyone. Now, how much profit I want? I am telling that, boss, 2 lakh profit I want. You do anything in the business, by end of the year, 2 lakh profit. Now tell me one thing, students. If I want a 2 lakh profit, is it sufficient if I have just a 2 lakh contribution? No, sir. Why? Because I have to pay a fixed cost of 8 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Is after paying 8 lakh also I should be having 2 lakh with me in hand. That means total how much cash I should be having? Total 10 lakh I should be having. Yes or no, everyone? So if I have total 10 lakh cash, that 8 lakh I paid fixed cost. Even after that, I am left with 2 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? This 2 lakh is after paying of 8 lakh. That means I should be having a total 10 lakh cash with me. Okay, sir. Total 10 lakh contribution is needed. Total 10 lakh cash is needed. If I sell one watch, how much cash I am getting? 800 I am getting. That means how much watch I should be selling? If I sell one watch, I am getting 800. If I want 10 lakh cash, how much watches I should be selling? It is 10 lakh divided by 800. Is going to be 1250. And if I sell 1250 watches, every watch at the rate of 2000, the sale is going to be 25 lakh. Variable cost is good. Yes or no, everyone? I want all of you guys to give me a confirmation. Is this clear? Yes, sir, it is clear. And now comes the biggest announcement, biggest caveat for all of you guys. Okay. Now, yes, by end of today's session, you will become so comfortable with marginal costing that just with the help of this one box alone, whatever basic question I say is going to ask, yes, from start to end, end to start, doesn't matter how many formulas, you will be in a position to solve it. Trust me. But here is a catch. This magic box that you're going to use, it will help you to find the answer. But it may or may not be your complete presentation. Now, if you just do this, and just highlight, okay, boss, yes, contribution is 40%. Yes, BEP is 20 lakh, 1000 units, 25 lakh, 1250. We just write this. It could be possible examiner will see and give mark. It could be possible examiner is telling where is the data. He will not give marks. That means for examination, what we have to do? In addition to that, whatever is the main step or whatever is the requirement of question, that I have to write it down separately. It is very important, students. Okay, yes, so many times it happens that, yes, using this approach, students get the answer, but they do not present it below. Okay, so what you'll have to do? Nothing, students, very simple. What I did, tell me, students, how did I get PV ratio of 40%? Simple. I did 800 divided by 2000, yes or no everyone? So I will just write it. PV ratio is 800 divided by 2000 into 100, 40%. Is it sufficient, sir? It is sufficient here. Sir, should we not write formula? Not necessary. But sir, still we want to write the formula. Okay, dear. Tell me what is 800? It is contribution. Tell me what is 2000? It is sales. So you can create a formula on the go. How many formulas you want me to create and give? You want 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500, 1000. I can create on the go and give it to you. There is no need to by heart even a single formula. Trust me, this entire chapter we will finish off without even touching a single formula. Okay, everyone. Now, next comes BEP calculation, was also asked in the question. Okay. In units, tell me how did I calculate my break-even point in terms of units? I told, okay, boss, 8 lakh cash I want. In every item I'm getting 800. That means how many units I should be selling? 1000. So what I did basically, 8 lakh divided by 800, I got it as 1000 units. This is the steps I followed. Tell me what is 8 lakh here? 8 lakh is my fixed cost. What is 800? It is. This is not compulsory. Even if you don't write it is fine. But this calculation is going to be compulsory. This calculation should. Your answer should be highlighted. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. BP in terms of units as well as BP in terms of rupees. Tell me how did I calculate BP in terms of rupees as 20 lakh? I told, okay, boss, 1000 unit I should be selling. Every unit at 2000. So I can sell just 1000 units. 2 rupees, 2000 per unit. Gives me 20 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, I can write the formula. It is nothing but BP in terms of unit into what is 2000 selling price per unit. However you want, you can write. For 1 point, I can give you 10 different formulas. Trust me. You start by hearting in marginal costing. There is no end. Our objective is clear. Cover the entire chapter without touching a single formula. Okay, everyone. Next, sales to achieve desired profit. Look at this. I will write that also here. Add a page. Sales to achieve a profit of lakh. Tell me what did I do? What did I do in order to achieve a profit of 2 lakh? I told yes, 2 lakh profit I want, but before that 8 lakh fixed cost I should be recovering. That means total 10 lakh cash I want. Yes or no? And for 1 unit, how much I am getting? 800 I am getting. Yes or no, everyone? So what I basically did is I basically did 10 lakh divided by 800 per unit. I got it as 1250. How did I get 10 lakh? I told, okay, boss, 8 lakh fixed cost I should recover. In addition to that, 2 lakh I want. Divided by 800. Now create the formula. What is 8 lakh? It is fixed cost. Plus what is 2 lakh? It is desired profit. Divided by contribution. Now it is not necessary to write. Even if you have just written the values, given the answer, it is sufficient. Is this clear, everyone? But if you are still telling, no sir, we want formula only. We are sitting and by hearting formula. Don't do it. Create formula this way also. Is this clear, everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Costing is that paper wherein you can enter the examination hall without by hearting a single thing. Except for 15 marks of theory, everything else you can go there on the spot to create formulas and play. Okay, do not unnecessarily burden yourself. Okay, for by hearting, yes, you have accounting standards, you have corporate law, you have other law, you have the due dates, time limit, that, this, section number, you have income tax, GST, lower of the three, upper of the three, that, this. Yes, you are having advanced auditing. Yes, auditing by heart. Yes, then SM by heart. Costing and FMR papers, you should be entering the exam hall. Yes, like this, la 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 la, without any formula. Okay, simple. That's how you should be entering. Ideal. Okay, everyone. Is this clear? Is this question clear, everyone? Yes. Now let's go to the second question. Slowly, one step at a time, we'll slowly keep on increasing the difficulty. Pay attention. I'm a shirt manufacturer. Yes, every shirt I'm selling at 700 rupees. Okay. Every shirt's variable cost was 420 rupees. Imagine my fixed cost is 1.4 lakhs. Calculate PV ratio, break even point. If my sale is 14 lakh, what is the profit, etc. etc. First step is put down the magic box format. Write down whatever data is available. Look at this, everyone. Selling price is 700, 420. Selling price is 700. Use a blue color. Okay, 700. And what more is given? Fixed cost is 1.4. Now using this, what all I can do? Pay attention, students. Firstly, I can calculate contribution from 700. If 420 is gone, that means 280 is my contribution. Sales is always going to be 100% of sales. How much percentage is variable cost? Sir, on a sale of 700, variable cost is 420. That means it is 60%. That means how much percentage is contribution? 40%. Know that, students, your biggest victory is getting this box right. If you get these values now, anything you can calculate. Trust me. Okay. So once this is clear, PV ratio, did we calculate already? Yes, sir, 40%. BEP, they're asking. Okay, sir, let us calculate BEP. Tell me, is there a need to by heart a single formula? No, sir. UGB. See, sir, BEP means no profit, no loss. How much fixed cost we have to pay, sir? Sir, 1.4 lakh fixed cost I have to pay. That means how much cash I should be having, sir? 1.4 lakh cash I should be having. Great. Now 1.4 lakh cash I want. I say I am selling one shirt. How much cash I am getting? Sir, 280 I am getting. So in one shirt, I am getting 280 cash. That means if I want 1.4 lakh cash, how many shirt I should be selling? 1,40,000 divided by 280. I should be selling 500 shirts, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. 500 shirt I am selling. Every shirt at what price I am selling? 700 I am selling. That means how much revenue you should be earning? 3.5 lakh. Accordingly, I think 2.1 lakh is a variable cost. You have to feel the story and tell to yourself the story. Numbers will follow even without you understand. Trust me. Okay. Did we calculate BEP in terms of units as well as in terms of value? Yes, whatever workings below are there, you guys do it by yourselves. Okay. Next, if sale is 14 lakh, what is profit, BEP and MOS? Now look at this. I am telling if total we made a sale of 14 lakh. In that, how much profit I learn, BEP, MOS, all those things will calculate. Okay. Tell me total 14 lakh sale we did. Tell me how much percentage of sale will go off as variable cost. The 60% will go off as variable cost. That means if I do a sale of 14 lakh, 60% of that will be variable cost only. Yes or no, everyone? That means 8.4 lakh will go as variable cost. That means how much will be contribution? 40% of that. That is 14 into 40%. 5,60,000 will be contribution. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. I made a sale of 14 lakh. Now I am left with 5,60,000 cash with me. Yes. Is this the final profit? No, sir. From this contribution, I have to pay 1,40,000 fixed cost, sir. That means ultimately, how much will be my profit, students? 4,20,000. Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. So if I am making a sale of 14 lakh, ultimately 4,20,000 will be my profit. Yes or no, everyone? Now what all question is asking? What is a profit? I have calculated. What is BEP? What is MOS? Now BEP I have already calculated. Need not calculate again. But let me do it one more time. Pay attention. This calculation is going to be interesting, students. See how many different ways I will solve. Okay. Just for you guys. That too without touching a single formula. Pay attention. BEP I have to calculate. MOS I have to calculate. Okay. Now imagine this data is not there for me. It is not there. Okay. Fresh shell have to calculate. Break even point. What is break even? No profit, no loss. But I have to pay fixed cost of 1,40,000. That means to pay that, how much cash I should be having? Sir, 1,40,000. 1,40,000 cash I want. In one shirt, how much I am getting? 280. That means how much a shirt I should be selling? 500 shirts. Yes or no? Every 500 shirt I sold. Every shirt I sold at 700. That means how much revenue I got? 3,50,000. 2,10,000 is variable cost. Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. Now I have to calculate my margin of safety. Pay attention, students. How do I calculate margin of safety? I'll give you at least 3-4 different approaches. Everything without touching a single formula. Pay attention. Tell me, students, total how much sale I did? Yes, sir. Total 14 lakh sale I did. In that, till break even, how much sale I did? 3,50,000. That means after break even, how much more sale I did? Sir, simple, sir. Total 14 I did. That 3.5 is BEP. That means 10.5 is going to be my MOS. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Perfect. That is one way of calculating. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. Yes. Second way of calculating. Pay attention. Pay attention. Tell me, students, every shirt I am selling at 700 rupees. My total sale was 14 lakh rupees. That means how many shirts I should have sold? Simple, sir. One shirt I am selling at 700. That means if I am selling total 14 lakh divided by 700. That means total 2,000 shirt I should have sold. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. So total 2000 shirt I sold. In that, first 500 shirt is for BEP. That means how much is MOS? After BEP, how much I did? Total 2000. In that, my BEP is 500. That means how much is my MOS, students? 1500 is MOS. Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. So 1500 shirts I'm selling after break even point. Every shirt at what price I'm selling? Sir, every shirt I'm selling at 700. That means 1500 shirt into 700 per shirt. That means again means 10.5. Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no? Yes, sir. That is also fine. Approach number 2. Approach number 3. Simple. Yes, from your total column, reduce BEP. What is total sale? 14 minus BEP is 3.5. I got MOS as 10.5. Yes or no, everyone? Now comes approach number 4. Pay attention. This is a different approach. Going to be interesting. Pay attention, everyone. Now tell me one thing, students. Altogether, how much profit I earned? Sir, in this year, total we earned a profit of 4,20,000. Yes or no? Tell me, till BEP, till break even point, did I earn even a single rupee profit? Yes, tell me conceptually, till BEP, will I be earning a single rupee profit? No, sir. Till BEP, whatever contribution I'll be getting, I will be using it to pay my fixed cost only. 1 rupee also profit will not be having. That means this entire 4,20,000 profit from where I would have earned? From my margin of safety. Yes or no, everyone? Is this point clear? Yes, sir. This is clear. That means full 4,20,000 profit I earn from margin of safety. Is this clear? Now comes to fixed cost. Tell me one thing. Yes, in my break-even point, I have already recovered my fixed cost. That means, do I need to think about my fixed cost again? No, sir. Fixed cost is already recovered in BEP. I need not worry about fixed cost at all. That means, tell me, after BEP, yes, I want a profit of 4,20,000. To get a profit of 4,20,000, how much contribution is needed? Sir, a contribution of 4,20,000 is sufficient. Why? Because my fixed cost is already recovered. Yes or no, everyone? Is this point clear? Is this point clear, everyone? Yes, I'll explain with the help of one more example. Imagine every shirt I'm selling at 1,000 rupees. Just alternatively I'm giving. Shirt's variable cost was 600. Contribution was 400. Imagine my fixed cost is 10,000 rupees. Now imagine, yes, this is my cash. Pay attention. First shirt I sold, 400 I got. Second shirt I sold, even 400 I got. Like this 25 shirt I sold. On every shirt I got 400 contribution. That means how much I got? 25 into 400. 10,000 contribution I got. This I will use to pay my fixed cost. Now I need not worry about fixed cost. Now comes the 26th customer. He is telling I also want one shirt. He comes, he purchases. So one shirt, 400. Now tell me, do I need to pay fixed cost? No, sir. Fixed cost is already paid. That means whatever I get here will be directly my profit. Yes or no, everyone? That means I'm telling after BEP. Imagine I'm telling after BEP I want a profit of 2,000. That means how much more shirt I should be selling? Simple, boss. Fixed cost is already recovered. I still want 2,000 more cash. One shirt gives me 400. That means for 2,000 I should be selling 5 shirts. Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation, everyone. Okay. So 4,20,000 cash is sufficient. Now total 4,20,000 cash I want. Yes, if I sell one shirt, I'm getting 280. That means how many shirt I should be selling? Sir, 4,20,000 divided by 280. I should be selling 1,500 shirt. And every shirt at what price I'm selling? 700. So 1,500 shirt at the rate of 700 per shirt will again give me 10 points. Yes or no, everyone? Approach number 4. Approach number 5, the final approach. Pay attention. Yes. Sir, total 4,20,000 cash I want. Total 4,20,000 contribution I want. Yes or no? Yes. And this contribution is how much percentage of sale? So this contribution is just 40% of sale. That means how much should be my sale? 4,20,000 divided by 40% is going to be again 10,50,000. Yes or no, everyone? Simple. Yes. If I make a sale of 1 rupee, look at this sale contribution. Simple. If I make 1 rupee sale, 40% of that 0.4 will be contribution. How much contribution I want? I want 4,20,000. That means how much sale I should be doing? 4,20,000 divided by 0.4. 10. Did I calculate everything? Yes, sir. Did I use a single formula? Isn't it simple? Yes, sir. But if at all a question like this comes in the examination, will we be doing yes magic box? Yes, sir. But will we stop at just a magic box? No. Whatever calculation we have done, below whatever calculation, just I'll keep putting heading. Okay, PV ratio. I will just put this number. Yes, 280 divided by 740%. Yes, BEP, I will just put this 1,40,000, sorry, yes, 1,40,000 divided by 280, 500 units, or 1,40,000 divided by 40%. Total, I will do this calculation. And yes, in that BEP, MOS, I will show the important calculation. Is this clear, everyone? Example number 3, pay attention. Every item I am selling at a selling price of 800 rupees. My PV ratio is going to be 30%. Great. Fixed cost is 2,40,000. Profit required is 48,000. Calculate total sales, BEP, MOS. This is slightly different. But first step is magic box format I will put. Whatever data is given, I will write. Pay attention. I will just write down the data. I will use a blue color pen. Selling price is 800. PV ratio is 30%. This is 800. Selling price per unit. PV ratio is 30%. Okay, boss. Then what is given? Fixed cost is 2.4 lakh. Yes. On a total basis, how much total profit I want? 48. Yes or no? This is what my question was telling. Calculate total sales, BEP, MOS, everything in the world we will do, provided, yes, we have our information. So pay attention. How are we going to go about with it? Pay attention, students. First step. This much is given. Tell me whether sales is always going to be 100%. Now, I have told you that my variable cost ratio and PV ratio will be complementary. If I know one, other I can calculate. Tell me how much percentage is contribution? 30%. That means how much percentage should be variable cost? Sir, 70% should be. Yes or no? Because from total 100, if I pay 70% variable cost means I will be having 30%. Okay, sir. Now 800 is my selling price. Variable cost is 70% of that. Into 70, is it 560? Yes, contribution is 30% of that. 240. Yes, sir. Total, I want a profit of 48,000. Tell me, I want ultimately 48,000 profit. For that, yes, how much contribution is needed? Whether 48,000 contribution is sufficient, students? No, sir, I have to pay 2,40,000 fixed cost now. After that, I want 48,000. That means total how much I want? 2,40,000 I want. Plus 48 I want. That means total 2,88,000. Yes or no? Yes, sir. 2,88,000 I want. For 1 unit, how much I am getting? 40 I am getting. That means total how many units I should be selling, students? Is divided by 240. Total 1,200. Okay, sir. Total 1,200 units I should be selling. Every unit at what price I am selling? Every unit I am selling at 800. That means my revenue will be 9,60,000. For every unit, what is my variable cost? For every unit, variable cost is 560, sir. That means for 1,200 unit, my variable cost will be X7. Yes or no? Every perfect. I have done the total calculation. Now let me bifurcate it as BEP and MOS. Tell me BEP, what is break even point? No profit, no loss. But I have to pay 2,40,000 fixed cost. For that, how much cash I want? 2,40,000 I want. Now I will not calculate in terms of units, directly convert it into rupees. Tell me, students, how much percentage is my contribution? 30%. That means if I do 1 rupee sale, 0.3 will be contribution. I want to 2,40,000 contribution. That means how much rupee sale I should be doing is 2,40,000 divided by 30%. Means I should be making a sale of 8 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. Okay, margin of safety. Total 9,60,000 sale we have done. In that BEP is 8 lakh. That means how much is margin of safety? Over and above BEP is 1,60,000. Is this over? Simple, everyone. So, whether marginal costing has become manageable? Are we solving questions without touching a single formula? Yes, everyone. Pay attention. We are a book manufacturing company. Okay, sir. Variable cost of one book is 560. PV ratio is 30%. Fixed cost is 2,40,000. Calculate everything. Okay, first let me write down my data. Pay attention. Variable cost is 560. Okay, sir. Variable cost for one book is 560. Okay. PV ratio is 30%. Okay, boss. Fixed cost is 2,40,000. Okay. Once this is there, I will first write down what all I can do. Pay attention. My sales should always be 100%. Yes, if contribution is 30%, variable cost should be how much percent, students? 70%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now, based on this, see how I am going to do the calculation. Tell me, students, how much is my variable cost per book? Sir, it is 560. It is how much percentage of sales? Sir, it is 70% of sales. That means, can I calculate my selling price per unit? Look at this simple cross multiplication, students. Selling price, variable cost. Imagine 1 rupee is my selling price. How much will be variable cost? 70% of that 0.7. That means if my variable cost is 560, how much should be my selling price? 560 divided by 0.7. Should it not be 800 rupees? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means 800 is my selling price. 560 is my variable cost. How much is my contribution? Now again tell me, yes, whether these two columns are ready for me. Yes, sir, everything is ready. That means can I calculate anything that I want to? Sir, that means pay attention now. First BEP they are asking. Simple jujube. Yes or no? What is marginal costing? Jujube. Yes or no? BEP, what is BEP, students? BEP means no profit, no loss. Okay. But I have to pay 2,40,000 fixed cost. Okay. That means I want 2,40,000. Okay. Yes. 2,40,000 contribution. I want it is 30% of sale. That means how much should be my sale? 2,40,000 divided by 30%. 8 lakh should be sale. Over jujube. Yes or no, everyone? Or else look at this. 2,40,000 I want. Every unit how much it is giving me? 240. That means how many units I should sell? 1,000 unit. Every unit at what price I am selling? 800 rupees. 1,000 at the rate of 800 will give me 8 lakh. As simple as that. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now what all question is asking? BEP I have calculated. Profit if a sale is 9,60,000. Okay, boss. If I do a total sale of 9,60,000, now how much profit will earn? Okay. Now tell me, if my total sale is 9,60,000, how much percentage of sale will be variable cost? Sir, 70% will be variable cost. So 9,60,000 into 70%. 6,72,000 will directly go off as variable cost. Yes or no, everyone? That means how much will be my contribution? 30%, which is 2,80,000. Sir, total 2,88,000 contribution I got. From this, how much fixed cost I have to pay? 240 fixed cost also I should pay now. Yes, so after paying that, how much will be my profit? 340. Yes or no, everyone? I am manufacturing a fan. By selling every fan, how much contribution I am getting? 140. What is my variable cost? 80%. Fixed cost is 2,10,000. Total, how much profit I want? 15,75,000. Everything I'll have to calculate. Okay, boss, will calculate. But step one should always be, I will write down my data. Pay attention, everyone. Contribution is 140. I will use a blue color. Yes, every whatever fan I'm getting 140 contribution. How much is my variable cost? 80%. Variable cost is 80%. Nothing else I'm doing. Pay attention. Fixed cost is 2,10,000. So total fixed cost is going. And total, how much profit I want? 50. Total I want 50. Ultimate. Okay. So first, pay attention. Yes, we will first finish off whatever we can do. Tell me, sale should always be 100%. Yes or no, everyone? So 80% is variable cost. That means how much percentage is contribution? So tell me one thing, my dear students. If I sell one fan, how much contribution I'm getting? 140. It is how much percentage of sale? It is 20% of sale. That means how much should be my sale? 140 divided by 20%. Yes or no, everyone? But sir, this is difficult for us. Okay, pay attention. Yes, I will just write sales contribution. If sale is 100 rupees or sale I make of 1 rupee, how much will be contribution? 20% of that 0.2. That means if I want 140 contribution, how much should be my sale? 140 divided by 0.2. 140 is contribution. This is how much percent? 20%. How much will be 100%? You divide, you get 700. So 7 8s are 56. 560. Did I get my base? Did I get my base ready? Yes, sir. That means can I calculate anything in the world I want? Question has become jujube. Now pay attention, everyone. Total 15,75,000 profit. Now if I want 15,75,000 profit, whether 15,75,000 contribution is a no, sir. I have to pay 2,10,000 and after paying I want 15,75,000. That means total how much I want? Sir, I want 15,75,000 anyways I want. 2,10,000 also I want. That means total I want 17,85,000. See if it is correct or not. Imagine I'm having 17,85,000 with me in hand. 2,10,000 I paid. Still I'm left with 15,75,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now total 15,75,000 I want. Yes, in one item how much I'm getting? 140. That means how much items I should be selling, students? I should be selling 12,750 units. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now 12,750 units I should be selling. Every item I will sell at 700 rupees. What will be my revenue? 89 lakh 20. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Or alternatively, directly also I can do. I will tell total 17 lakh 85,000 I want was. This is how much percent? 20%. Means how much should be my sale divided by 20%. You will get 89 lakh 20. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Should you be, sir? Okay. Okay. Now what is question asking? Total sale I calculated. Bifurcate it as BEP and MOS. Simple BEP MOS bifurcation. BEP. What is BEP? No profit, no loss. Yes or no? Yes, sir. But I have to pay 2,10,000 as fixed cost. That means how much contribution I want? 2,10,000 contribution I want. 2,10,000 contribution I want was 1 unit. How much it is giving me, sir? 1 unit is giving me 140. That means how many unit I should be selling? 1,500 unit I should be selling. Yes or no? 1,500 unit I should sell. Every item at what price I am selling? 700. That means 10.5 lakh will be my B. If you want it directly, I have 2,10,000, which is nothing but 20%. Divide by 20%. Also gives 10 lakh 50. Now what is MOS? Pay attention. Total 89 lakh 25,000 sale video. And that BP was 10 lakh 50,000. That means how much is my MOS? 78 lakh. Whether all requirements of question are over? Total sales, yes sir. BP sale, yes sir. MOS sale, yes sir. Whether the question is over? Over. What kind of question was it? It was a to-be question. Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Recorded students. Tell everyone, Jujubi. Okay. Sir, what happens to you, sir? Every now and then. Yes. Are you slightly off? No, dear. I'm completely off. No, students. Okay. When I'm teaching, okay, there's nothing else. For you guys, okay, you guys are learning. For me also, I want some entertainment in between, right? And for you guys also, okay, you'll also feel a bit light. Okay, when you're having some fun and learning at the same time. I'm not wasting any of your time, right? Okay, let's see this. Pay attention, everyone. What is my contribution per unit? Sir, 140. Okay, what is variable cost? 80%, sir. Okay, what is how much profit I want? Sir, total I want now 15 lakh 75,000 profit. You do whatever you want in the world to do, sir. Okay. How much is my margin of safety? 60%. That means total I will bifurcate it as BEP MOS. MOS is 60%. Yes or no, everyone? This is the information given to me. Now pay attention. Using this, what can I do? What can I do? Pay attention, everyone. Tell me. Now I'll use a purple color. Okay. Sale should always be 100%. Yes or no, everyone? If my variable cost is 80%, how much percentage is contribution? 20%. Now tell me one thing, students. My contribution for 1 unit is 140, which is a 20% of sale. That means how much should be my sale? Simple, sir. 140 divided by 20%. Should be 700. Yes or no, everyone? It's been the third question. We are playing with this adjustment. So 700 is my selling price. 80% of that is my variable cost. 7 8s are 560. Yes or no, everyone? Whether every data I got, sir, every data I got, sir, but this one data is missing. Fixed cost data is missing. Yes or no? If I got this one, everything is there. No tension only. This one data. So to compensate for that, how do we do? Pay attention, students. My total will always be 100%. Tell me how much is margin of safety. Sir, margin of safety is 60%. That means how much should be BEP? Sir, BEP should be 40%. Yes or no? Tell me total 15 lakh 75,000 profit we earned. Yes or no? Yes. Till break even, did I earn even 1 rupee profit? No, sir. Till BEP, we will just recover fixed cost. We will not even be earning 1 rupee profit. That means entire profit. From where we will be earning, sir? Entire profit we will be earning from margin of. Yes or no, everyone? So total 15 lakh 75,000 profit we earn from margin of safety. Tell me one thing. In margin of safety, do I need to worry about my fixed cost? No, sir. It is already taken care of. That means how much contribution I want? Sir, I just want 15 lakh 70. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now I want 15 lakh 75,000. Tell me 1 unit how much it gives me? Sir, 15 lakh 75,000 I want. 1 unit gives me 140. That means how many units I should be selling? Sir, 11,250. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. 11,250 unit I should be selling. Just to tell the story. Link. Sir, every item at what price I am selling, sir? Sir, every item I am selling at 700 rupees. Means my revenue should be 78 lakh 70. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Or alternatively, directly also you can get 15,75,000 contribution I want, which is 20%. That means total 78,75,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now comes the next part of story. First part of story till here I've done. I've told you your data is there either up, down, left, right. One of the four places it is. Okay, now how much amount is my margin of safety? Sir, my margin of safety is 78,75,000. This is how much percentage of sale? Sir, this is 60% of sale. That means what is my total sale? Can I calculate it even? Yes, sir. So look at this. If my total sale is 1 rupee, na, margin of safety is 0.6. That means if my margin of safety is 78,75,000, what should be my total sale? Yes, 78,75,000 is 60%. That means divided by 60%, you will be getting total sale. Yes or no, everyone? So whether your total sale you got it as 1,21,25,000. Yes or no, everyone? Is this calculation clear? Everyone give me a confirmation. Yes, sir. Okay, 1,31,25,000 is the total sale value. In my sale, how much percentage will go off as variable cost? Sir, 80% will directly go off as variable cost, sir. That is 1,05,00,000. If 80% has gone as variable cost, how much percentage contribution is left with me? 20%, which is 26,25,000. Now tell me total for the year. 26,25,000 contribution I have. Yes, even after having 26,25,000 contribution, ultimately how much profit only I got? Sir, ultimately I got 15,75,000 only. That means how much fixed cost I should have paid? Balance amount. I'm telling total 26,25,000 cash I had, boss. Finally, in that only 15,75,000 is left with me. That means how much I have paid? 10.5 lakh I have paid. That is my 10.5 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? This was the data I've been searching from a long time. And I got this. Once you get this, anything in the world you can do, finish it off. Okay. Now, if you want to calculate, this is one approach to do. There is also second approach to do. Tell me, total sale is 1,31,25,000. How much is break-even sales? BEP is 40% of my sales. Into 40%, 52,50,000. So 52,50,000 is my BEP sale. Yes, how much percentage of sale is variable cost? 80%. How much percentage is contribution? 20%. 52,50,000 into 20% is 10.5 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now tell me one thing. In BEP, will I be having profit? No, sir. That means I got, in my BEP sale, I got 10,50,000 contribution. That means this full 10,50,000, what will happen? It will become my fixed. Yes or no? Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this clear? Question number 4 is a beautiful question. Okay, pay attention everyone. Look at this. PQR Limited has furnished the following data for 2 years. 2 years data is given. 2021-22, 22-22. 8 lakh sale we did. Okay. PV ratio was 50%. How much margin of safety was there? 40%. 2022-23, how much sale is given? We don't know. Okay. PV ratio is 37.5%. Margin of safety is 21.875. Okay, great. Now, they are telling there has been a substantial saving in fixed cost for year 2022-23 due to restructuring process. Now, tell me one thing, students. If nothing is given in the question, what are my basic assumptions? Sir, if nothing is given, now my basic assumption is selling price per unit is constant. Variable cost per unit is constant. Total fixed cost is constant. If nothing is given. But look at this line, students. What is question telling? There has been substantial saving in fixed cost in 22-23. That means based on this line, tell me whether my fixed cost of 21-22 and 22-23 is going to be same. No, sir, it will not be same. Why? Because question is telling me that it is not going to be same. Yes or no? Yes, sir. By restructuring process. Okay, great. Company can maintain its sale quantity level of 21-22. That means last year how much quantity I sold? Same quantity I can sell now. How? By reducing its selling price. What am I telling? I am telling I will reduce my selling price, students. That means tell me one thing. Last year selling price and this year selling price, is it same or is it changing? Sir, this is also changing, sir. Yes or no, everyone? That means my two default assumptions are not working here. Selling price per unit is changing. Question is telling me. Total fixed cost is changing. Question is telling me. Yes or no, everyone? Pay attention, everyone. I'll repeat it again. Okay. My default assumptions are selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, and total fixed cost be constant. But here, question itself is telling that there will be change in fixed cost. That means fixed cost will not be same. Yes or no, everyone? Question itself is telling that we will be reducing our selling price. Company can maintain sale quantity by reducing our selling price. That means I will change my selling price. That means selling price also will not be same. That means only which item will be constant, which item will still be constant. About variable cost, question has not told anything. That means my variable cost per unit here. Yes or no, everyone? Again, question is telling that company can maintain the sale quantity of 21-22 in 22-23. Imagine this is 22-22. How much sale quantity, how much units I was selling in 21-22, same quantity I will be selling in 22-23. Now this is not a default assumption. In every question I cannot assume. But because in this question, because question itself is telling that imagine last year I sold 1000 units. This year also I'll be selling 1000 units. Because question is directly telling, question is specifically telling, I'll be assuming. Is this clear? Now sir, this is fine sir, but how to solve this question? Pay attention. Simple question it is going to be. One important observation should be there. Now first what I will do, I will take 21-22 data. Whatever I can calculate, I will calculate and keep it. Pay attention student. Look at this. Question number 4. For 21-22, I will do all the calculation. I will write everything that is available. Based on that basic calculations I will do and keep. Pay attention. 21-22. Total how much sale I did student? 8 lakh sale I did. Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. How much percentage is PV ratio? Sir, PV ratio is 50%. That means contribution is 50%. Variable cost is 50%. Okay sir. How much is margin of safety? Sir, margin of safety is 40%. That means my BEP should be 60%. Yes or no? Okay sir. Now pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Imagine total 8 lakh sale we did. How much will be variable cost? 50% will be variable cost. 4 lakh will be contribution. Yes or no everyone? Now tell me one thing. How much percentage is my BEP? 60% of my sale is BEP. So total 8 lakh sale I did. 60% of that 4,80,000 will be my BEP sale. Yes or no? In BEP, will I be earning any profit? No. So 4,80,000 sale I did in BEP. 50% of that variable cost will go. 50% of that contribution will go. Now tell me one thing. In BEP, will I be getting profit? Means how much contribution I will earn? Will that complete amount go to pay fixed cost? Yes sir. Full 2.4 lakh fixed cost. Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. So that means total in the entire year, total 4 lakh contribution I am having. In that 2,40,000 fixed cost I have to pay. That means 1,60,000 profit. Yes or no everyone? Yes or no everyone? Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. Is this clear everyone? Yes sir. So look at this everyone. I have got all these information. Now comes next year information. Question is talking about 2022-23. 2022-23, how much is my PV ratio? First, whatever information I know, let me write and keep. Yes, question is telling that, sir, PV ratio is 37.5%. That means if I do 100 rupee sale, 62.5% will be variable cost, 37.5% will be contribution. Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. Then what more question is telling? Question is telling that my margin of safety is 21.875%. Okay, great. That means how much should be my BEP? Sir, total in 100, na? If margin of safety is 21.875, BEP should be 78.125. Yes or no everyone? Total should be 100. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Till here, is this clear? Everyone, give me a confirmation. Till here, is it clear? Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. But using this, nothing I can do. Yes, just by using this, nothing I can do. That means I have to rely on some data of last year. Okay, I have to use some data of my last year. Tell me one thing, students. Tell me one thing. Can I use the sales of last year? Can I take sales of last year? No sir, because question has specifically told me that selling price is changing. Can I use fixed cost of last year? No sir, because question is specifically telling me that fixed cost is changing. That means the only data that I can use, the only data that I will use, the only data that I can use to proceed further is going to be variable cost. Last year, total how much was my variable cost? 4 lakh. This year also total variable cost will be how much, students? 4 lakh only. Why? Because variable cost per unit, if nothing is told, is constant, and question is telling Last year, how much units I sold? This year also same units I will be selling. That means my total variable cost of last year will be equal to total variable cost of current year. Yes or no, everyone? So based on that, I can tell that my total variable cost will be 4. Is this clear, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Yes, look at this. I have written down this entire thing as to what is new in this question. Basic assumption, unless otherwise specified, selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, as well as total fixed cost is constant. However, in this question is telling me that selling price and fixed cost is fluctuating. That means I cannot use that data. That means only which data I can use? Variable cost per unit is constant. Again, question is telling me that quantity is also same. Means variable cost per unit is also same, quantity is also same. That means total variable cost of last year should be equal to total variable cost of current year. Based on that, I will be doing my solution. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Okay, now pay attention. 4 lakh will be my variable cost, which will be how much percent? 62.5%. That means how much will be my total sales? 6 lakh 40,000. Okay, sir. 6 lakh 40,000 is my total sale. How much percentage of it is break even point? Into 78.125%. That means my BEP sale will be 5 lakh. Yes or no? Now let us finish the story. Very simple. Yes, BEP sale. In BEP, I will not be earning any profit. 5 lakh is my BEP sale. 37.5% is my contribution. That means 1,87,500 is my contribution. Tell me, in break even point, I will not be having any profit. That means how much fixed cost I'll have to pay? 187,500 fixed. Yes or no, everyone? So I got my fixed cost as 187,500. So overall 6,40,000 if I earn, 4 lakh has gone. That means 2,40,000 is my profit. From that 187,500 fixed cost if I pay, 52,500 will be my ultimate profit. Yes or no, everyone? What all my question is asking? Calculate sale for 22-23, lakh 40,000. Yes, fixed cost for 22-23, 187,500. Break even sale 5 lakh. Did I calculate everything? Yes or no, everything? Beautiful question, my dear students. Okay, beautiful question. This is the important note. You have to revise this one day before examination. If you know this, you will get answer to this. Is this clear, everyone? Let us do this question number 15 also. Pay attention, everyone. Company had incurred a fixed expense of 4,50,000 with a sale of 15 lakh and earned a profit of 3 lakh during the first half of the year. All this information is for first half of the year. In the second half, it suffered a loss of 1,50,000. Okay. Yes, calculate PV ratio, BEP, margin of safety for first half. Yes, sales volume for second half, assuming that selling price and fixed cost expenses remain unchanged. Okay, nothing is given means we'll automatically assume it is unchanged. And break even point and margin of safety for whole year. Okay, boss, let us do it. Pay attention. Beautiful question this is. Look at this. I have bifurcated into 3. For first half I will do. For second half also I will do. For full year also. First, for first half data is given. Pay attention. Company had incurred a fixed expense of 4,50,000. Okay, boss. How much fixed cost we paid? 4,50,000. Okay. With a sale of 15 lakh, total 15 lakh sale we did. Okay, great. And earned a profit of 3 lakh. Okay. Based on this, what all we can do? Pay attention, students. Yes. I paid 4,50,000 fixed cost. And even after paying that, 3 lakh was left with me as profit. That means total how much contribution I should be having? Sir, total I should be having 4.5 plus 3. 7.5 lakh contribution. Yes or no? Contribution minus fixed cost is profit. That means contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. This is clear. Now tell me, if I make 15 lakh rupee sales, 7.5 lakh will be left with me as contribution. That means how much variable cost I have paid? 7.5 lakh I paid as variable cost. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. So in terms of percentage, variable cost is 50%. Contribution is also 50%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. What is question asking for the first half? PV ratio. Did I calculate? Yes, sir. 50%. Break even point and margin of safety. Break even point. No profit, no loss. But I have to pay 4,50,000 fixed cost. To pay that 4,50,000 contribution is needed. 4,50,000 is the contribution that I want. It is how much percentage of sale, students? 50%. That means what should be my sale divided by 50%? 9 lakh should be. This is break even point. What is MOS? Total 15 lakh sale we did. In that BP was 9 lakh. That means how much is MOS? Lakh. Did I get the answers? Yes sir. We got the answers, sir. Great. Okay, sir. Now comes the second half. What is question talking about second half? In the second half, it suffered a loss of 1,50,000. Oh. What happened, students? We incurred a loss of 1,50,000. Now tell me one thing. We have some basic assumptions of marginal costing. If nothing is given, I'll always assume that selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, yes, as well as total fixed cost is constant. Yes or no? If nothing is given in the question, in this question, whether question told anything that my fixed cost will change? No. That means whatever was there in first half, same will be there here. Whether question told that my selling price, variable cost, any of these things will change? No, sir. So tell me, yes, how do I get my PV ratio? It is contribution divided by sale. Contribution is nothing but selling price minus variable cost divided by sale. Tell me, my selling price also did not change. Variable cost also did not change. Selling price also did not change. That means whether my PV ratio will change? No, sir. PV ratio will also not change. Means that will also be of first half only. Yes or no? Everyone give me a confirmation. This is the most important part. Okay. Now tell me, how much was fixed cost for first half? 4,50,000. So second half also will be 4,50,000. So I am telling 4,50,000 fixed cost we had to pay, boss. After paying 4,50,000 fixed cost, now 1,50,000 loss is there for me. That means, did I have 4,50,000 with me? No, boss. 1,50,000 shortage was there. That means how much I had with me? 3 lakh only I had. That was logical explanation. If you want formula, contribution minus fixed cost is equal to profit. I want to calculate my contribution minus 4,50,000 equal to minus 1,50,000. Keep contribution here. Take this to the other side. Minus becomes plus. 4,50,000 minus 1,50,000 will become. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. And I want 3 lakh, which is 50%. That means total sale should be 6 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Is this clear? Yes, sir. Now I have to calculate for the entire year. Pay attention. Yes, first half of the year, how much rupee sale I did? Sir, I did a sale of 15 lakh. Second half of the year, I made a sale of 6 lakh. That means total year, I made a sale of 21 lakh. Nothing is given about my, yes, variable cost PV ratio. I'm assuming it is going to be same only. 150, 50. Fixed cost. Nothing is given about fixed cost. That means for full year, how much will be my fixed cost, students? Question has given me first half fixed cost is 4,50,000. Second half is also 4,50,000. That means for full year, what is going to be my fixed cost, my dear students? 4,50,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation whether my fixed cost for full year is equal to 4,50,000. Yes or no? Yes, by now you should have understood that. If I am asking you guys a question, yes, it means the answer is going to be absolutely what? No. Tell me what is the issue, students? For first half of the year, fixed cost is 4,50,000. Second half of the year, again 4,50,000. That means for full year, how much is my fixed cost, students? Look at this. For first half, 4,50,000. Second half, again 4,50,000. That means full year, it is going to be 9 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. So pay attention. If I make a sale of 21 lakh in total, in that, yes, 50% of that, 10,50,000 will be variable cost. 10,50,000 will be contribution. In this 10,50,000, if I pay 9 lakh as fixed cost, 1,50,000 is going to be my profit. Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Now, what is my question asking? Was question number 15. Yes, look at this first one. Expected PV ratio, BEP, margin of safety for first half. Okay, I have calculated that. Yes, PV ratio, BEP, margin of safety for first half of the year. Expected sale volume for second half of the year, assuming that all the things will remain same. Okay, second half of the year, sale volume is going to be 6 lakh rupees. Okay, and then question is asking, calculate break-even point and margin of safety for whole year. Whole year full data I have done. Now BEP, let me calculate. For BEP, I'll have to pay 9 lakh fixed cost. For that, I want 9 lakh contribution. 9 lakh contribution I want, which is 50%. So 9 lakh divided by 50%. 18 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? That means in total 21 lakh. 18 lakh will be BEP. And 3 lakh will be. Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation, my dear students. Yes, everyone, let us continue. Yes, waking yourself up, sir. Yes, dear. I don't know. The biryani was a bit heavy, I guess. Don't feel this sleepy. I mean, I don't know. Still, anyways, let's do. Look at this important note to solve. Basic assumption, if nothing is specified, they are going to be same only. If my selling price and variable cost will be same, that means contribution will be same, means PV ratio will be same. Okay, we will use that to do my entire calculation. Okay, yes, that is my fixed cost of first half as well as PV ratio of first half. Based on that, we will be doing the entire calculation. Is this clear, everyone? Yes or no? Give. Maja is coming, coming. Hello, honey bunny. Yes, pay attention, everyone. Following information is given by Star Limited. Margin of safety is given. Total cost is given. Total cost. In that, what all will be there? Sir, variable cost will also be there. Fixed cost will also be there. Great. Margin of safety in terms of units is given. BEP in terms of units is given. Calculate whatever you want to calculate. We'll do it. But first thing is put the data. Okay. Try getting the answer. Pay attention. Yes, recorded students, pause and try it once by yourselves. All the live students, they have went home, they have tried the question by themselves. Okay, now look at this, how I am going to write it. Pay attention. Total, I will bifurcate it as BEP, MOS. Margin of safety, it is how much, students? It is 1,87,500. Okay, great. Total cost is given. Tell me in total cost what all will be there. Variable will also be there, fixed will also be there. So I will just add one more row at the end telling total cost, because that information is given. What is my total cost, students? 193,750. Total cost is 193,750. Okay, great. What more is given? BEP is 1,250 units. MOS is 3,750 units. That means, can you guys tell me total how much units? Yes, sir. Look at this, sir. First, to reach till BEP, I sold 1,250. After BEP, I sold 3,750. That means total I should have sold 5,000 units. Yes or no, everyone? Now, sir, how do we proceed further? Pay attention. Very simple, students. Just to see where data is available for me. Look at this line. Tell me, margin of safety, that is after BEP, na, how many units I sold? Sir, I sold 3,750 units. Great. From this 3,750 units, how much revenue I got? Sir, I got a revenue of 1,87,500. That means, can you guys tell for 1 unit, what is the selling price that I'm getting? Yes or no, everyone? I will tell, okay, boss, I earned 1,87,500 for 3,750 units. That means every item I got a selling price of 50. Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Give me a confirmation, students. I will tell for 3,750 units, I earned 187,500. That means for 1 unit, it is how? Okay. Every unit I am selling at 50 rupees. Okay. Okay, sir. Now tell me, every item I am selling at 50 rupees. Total, how much items I have sold? Sir, 5,000 items. So 50 into 5,000. Total revenue is 2,50,000. Okay. BEP is how much? 1,250 units. Every item I am selling at 50 rupees. That means 62,500. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. Now tell me one thing, my dear students. Total. See where else data is there. Sir, look at total column, sir. Total, na, we made a sale of 2,50,000. In that total, how much cost we paid? 193,750. That means, can I tell altogether how much profit we have earned? Yes, sir. I will tell total 2,50,000 I received. In that 193,750 cost I have paid. That means 56,250 is my profit. Yes or no, everyone? 56,250. See how slowly we will start getting answers. Pay attention. Simple. You just need to know the movement. 56,250 is the overall profit. Tell me, till BEP, will I be earning even 1 rupee profit? No, sir. That means entire profit from where it will come? MOS 56,250. Okay. In MOS, do I need to worry about my fixed cost? No, sir. It is already recovered in BEP. That means how much contribution is sufficient? 56,250 is sufficient. That means how much variable cost I should have paid? 187,500 minus 56,250. 131,250 variable cost I should have paid. Yes or no, everyone? Simple. Yes, 1,87,000 I got. In that, how much cash was there with me? 56,250. That means how much I have paid? Balance amount I have paid. Now let me convert all these things to per unit basis. 1,31,250 is my variable cost. Is for how many units? 3,750 units. That means for every item, what is my variable cost? 35. That means for every item, what is my contribution? 15 rupees. That means in terms of percentage, this is 30%, 70%, 100%. Accordingly, I can finish my story. Now, what is my question asking? Pay attention. Question number 16. Yes, calculate the profit. Did I calculate the profit, students? Yes, sir. 56,250. Great. PV ratio. Did I calculate PV ratio, students? Yes, 30%. Yes, break-even point sales in terms of rupees. Did I calculate, students? Yes, and question is also asking that calculate, boss, that how much is going to be your fixed cost. Let me do that also. Pay attention. If I make a sale of 2,50,000, yes, 70% of that is going to be my variable cost. That is 1,75,000. 30% is going to be my contribution. Now in that period, I earned 75,000 as contribution, but ultimately how much profit was there with me? 56,250. That means how much fixed cost did I pay? 18,000. Yes or no, everyone? This was also asked. This also we calculated. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Give me a confirmation. Did we calculate everything? Yes, sir. Everything we calculated, sir. Was it difficult? No, sir. The moment we put, yes, whatever we know, we try, we somehow get an approach. Yes or no, everyone? Now, special points. Okay, in that first one, cash break-even point, I've already told it is cash fixed cost divided by contribution per unit or PV ratio. Yes, graphical representation I told from exam perspective, not important. Third one was differential formulas. That is when two different levels of output is given, how do we do the calculation? Pay attention. Yes, two simple observation we did. Detailed explanation I've given. First one I told is change in total cost is nothing but my change in variable cost. Why? Because fixed cost will not change. Change in fixed cost is 0. That means if my total cost has increased by 5 lakh, it means my variable cost has increased by 5 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Second observation is change in contribution will be equal to change in profit. Again, because my fixed cost change is going to be 0. If I get 5 lakh extra contribution, it means 5 lakh extra profit I've got. Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. Based on that, yes, two different formulas we've derived. Variable cost ratio. What was my original formula? It was variable cost divided by sale. I told if two different levels are given, I can also write it as change in variable cost divided by change in sales into 100. And I know what is my change in variable cost. It is nothing but change in total cost. So it becomes change in total cost divided by change in sales into 100. Yes or no, everyone? Same with the case of PV ratio. It is contribution divided by sale. I can also tell it as change in contribution divided by change in sales. And I know that change in contribution is nothing but change in profit. So final formula is change in profit divided by change in sales to 100. Yes or no, everyone? That means whenever we are having a question on differential formula, what are the steps to be followed? First, we will calculate PV ratio or variable cost ratio. Once we get this, this is going to be the most important thing. We have to calculate fixed cost. Once fixed cost is there, everything is ready. You can do whatever calculation. Is this clear, everyone? Are we ready to solve questions? Yes, give me a confirmation, students. Accordingly, we will start solving questions. 21, 22, 22, 23. 2 years. Sales is given, profit is given. Tell me by how much my sales has increased from 120 to 140. 20,000. By how much my profit has increased? 5,000. So PV ratio is change in profit divided by change in sales. It is 5,000 by 20,000. It is 25%. Once you've got your PV ratio, put in any one of the data. Calculate fixed cost. Look at this. If my sale is 1,20,000, yes, variable cost should be 75%. Because contribution is 25%. So 75% of that 1,20,000 into 75%, 90,000 is variable cost. That means 30,000 is contribution. 30,000 is contribution. Ultimately, how much profit we had when I was selling 1,20,000? 8,000 was profit. That means how much fixed cost I paid. Yes, in 30,000, 8,000 was left. That means how much I paid? 22,000 I paid. Yes, that means calculate PV ratio. PV ratio is going to be 25%. Yes or no? Break even point they want. Okay, boss, let me calculate. Break even means no profit, no loss. 22,000 I have to pay. That means 22,000 contribution should be there. 22,000 contribution should be there, which is 25%. Yes, divided by 25%. BEP should be 88,000. Yes or no, everyone? 88,000. Next, profit required when sale is 1,80,000. You do 1,80,000 sale. 75% will be variable cost, 25% will be contribution, 1,80,000 into 25%. Yes, 45,000 is contribution. From that you pay 22,000 fixed cost, 23,000 is profit. Yes or no? Sales to earn a profit of 12,000, that also you do. Margin of safety, that also you do. You finish off the story. Is this clear, everyone? Not doing the entire thing. If you want, I will do it also. Okay, leave it. Let me finish it off. Okay, yes, I don't want you guys telling, oh sir did half question only. Let me finish it off. Pay attention. If I want 12,000 profit, tell me how will I be getting my profit after paying fixed cost? How much fixed cost I should pay? 22,000. That means total how much contribution is needed? Sir, after paying 22,000, 12,000 is left with me. That means total how much should be there? 34,000. 34,000 is a contribution, which is how much percent? 20% divided by 25%. That means it should be 1,36,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Perfect. Look at this, everyone. 1,36,000. Final thing question is asking is margin of safety for 22-23. 22-23 total how much sale I did? So total 1,40,000 sale we did. In that, do I know my BEP sale? Yes, sir. We already calculated. BEP is 88,000. That means after BEP, how much more sale I did? Yes, in 1,40,000 minus 88,000. Margin of safety is going to be 50. Obviously, I'm not showing you guys the presentation, but the answer I have done everything. Is sufficient. So pay attention. I'm keeping the same example. I am manufacturing mobile as well as laptop. Okay. In which ratio I'm selling, sir? 2:1. What is my total fixed cost? 10 lakh. That means this 10 lakh fixed cost has to be recovered from mobile also, from laptop. Great. So mobile, laptop details are given. Yes, every item. Mobile I'm selling at 10,000 rupees. Variable cost is 5,000. Contribution is 5,000. Laptop 50,000 selling price, 40,000 variable cost, 10,000 contribution. Okay. Now see how we are going to do the calculation. Pay attention. In a very simple way, even without knowing any of the formulas, we will get the answer. Pay attention. So tell me, students, how am I selling goods? If I sell 2 mobile, I will sell 1 laptop. Yes or no, everyone? So I will create a bundle which consists of 2 mobiles and 1 laptop as a composite unit. Okay, great. For this composite unit, I will do all the calculations. Pay attention, students. Mobile, laptop, total. Tell me the quantity. How much mobile I am selling? 2 mobile, 1 laptop. That means totally 3 items I am selling. Tell me the sales value. Tell me every mobile at what price I am selling. Sir, every mobile I am selling at 10,000. That means if I sell 2 mobiles in a bundle, my sale is going to be 20,000. Variable cost is going to be 10,000. Contribution is going to be 10,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Laptop, I'm selling 1 laptop in a bundle. 50,000 sales, 40,000 variable cost, 10,000 contribution. That means total for this bundle as a whole, what is the total quantity sold? 3 units. What is the total sale value? 70,000. What is the total variable cost? 50,000. What is the total contribution? 20,000. Is this clear, everyone? Yes. Now tell me one thing, students. What is the total contribution I got from the bundle? Sir, if I sell 1 bundle of goods, I got a contribution of 20,000 rupees. Great. This contribution of 20,000 I got by selling how many units? So this 20,000 contribution I got by selling total 3 units. That means effectively for 1 unit I got 20,000 divided by 3 is 6,666.6, which was nothing but the composite contribution per unit that we had calculated. Is this clear, everyone? This is going to be much more simpler even without formula. If you just put yes all the products and total column, from the total column you will directly be getting. So pay attention. How are we going to do this? Look at this. Simple steps I have given. Pay attention, students. Tell me what is the formula of break-even point in terms of units. Normal, simple formula. Sir, it is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. But here, tell me, am I selling 1 product or multiple products? I'm selling multiple products. That means what contribution I want? I want contribution of the bundle. That means I want my composite contribution per unit. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means what are the steps to be followed? Step 1, calculate composite contribution per unit. Once you get that, step 2, calculate BEP, that is fixed cost divided by composite contribution per unit. Yes, once that is also over, step 3, you've got the total quantity. Now calculate the respective quantity. Yes or no, everyone? So composite contribution per unit. How do I calculate? I have explained already. Tell me, students, in this bundle, total how much contribution I got? Sir, I got total contribution of 20,000. This is for total how many units? 3 units. That means effectively per unit how much? 20,000 divided by 3, 6,666.66. Yes or no? Even without a formula I've got. If you want the formula, simple. It is a total contribution of the bundle divided by total units in the bundle. Is this clear, everyone? That means I got that. Okay, boss. Effectively, if I'm selling 1 unit, I will be getting 6,666.66. Great. Great, sir. Now calculate BEP. Tell me total how much fixed cost I'll have to pay. 10 lakh. Effectively, if I sell 1 unit, how much I'm getting? 6,666.66. That means totally how much units I should be selling? Totally 150 units I should be selling. Yes or no, everyone? So I will get the total quantity. But tell me, I want the individual quantity. So I'll tell, okay, boss, total 150 units I'm selling. I got the total quantity. In which ratio I will distribute quantity? In the ratio of sale quantity. Yes or no? So total 150 units I have to distribute, and units are sold in which ratio? 2:1. That means mobile will be 2/3, that is 100. Laptop will be 1/3, which is 50. Yes or no, everyone? Is this clear? Simple. Okay. Now, if I have to calculate BEP directly in terms of rupees, tell me the simple formula. What is a BEP in terms of rupees? So it is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Yes or no? Yes. But when I'm selling multiple products, which PV ratio should I consider? Should I consider for mobile? Should I consider for laptop? Or should I consider for bundle as a whole? Sir, I want for bundle as a whole. That means I want my composite PV ratio. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means what are the steps? Step 1, calculate composite PV ratio. Step 2, calculate BEP. It gives you the total sale value. Then calculate the respective sale value. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now look at this, students. What is a simple formula of PV ratio? Simple, sir. PV ratio is nothing but contribution divided by sale into 100. Yes or no? Now, I want composite PV ratio. That means, do I want for mobile, do I want for laptop, or do I want for bundle as a whole? Sir, I want for bundle as a whole. That means it is total contribution of the bundle divided by total sale of the bundle. Tell me, if I sell one bundle, how much contribution I'm getting? 20,000. What is the sale value? 70,000. So what is my PV ratio? 20,000 divided by 70,000. Is it 28.5714%? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. So look at this, everyone. Composite PV ratio. PV ratio is nothing but contribution divided by sale is nothing but total contribution of the bundle divided by total sale of the bundle into 100. I got it as 28.5714%. Okay, once I get this, I will calculate BEP. Fixed cost divided by composite PV ratio. I got 35 lakh. Tell me, students, what is this? This is in terms of rupees. That means this is the total sale value at BEP. Now, what do I want? I want the individual sale value. Now, this is where most of you guys will commit mistake. Pay attention. Here I had the total quantity. In which ratio did I distribute? I distributed in the ratio of quantity. Here, what am I having, students? I am having total sale value. That means in which ratio I should distribute? I should distribute in the ratio of sale value. Tell me one bundle in which ratio I am selling. Yes, sale value is going to be 20,000 and 50,000. That means in the ratio of 2:5. Accordingly, you will get mobile is 10 lakh, laptop is 25 lakh. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. This question was in the study material. So this question in the most detailed way we will solve. Pay attention, everyone. Yes, MK Limited manufactures and sells a single product X whose selling price is 40. Variable cost is 16. Great. If fixed cost for the year are 4,80,000 and annual sale is at 60% margin of safety, calculate the rate of net return on sales assuming income tax is 40%. Okay, this is something new. Pay attention. Income tax is also there. Okay, so pay attention. What is question asking? Calculate the rate of net return on sales. Firstly, let me write down all the data. Then whatever is there, we will think about it slowly one by one. Yes or no, everyone? I've told you, keep it simple. Write down the data. Okay, sir, let us write down the data. Pay attention, everyone. What is question telling? Every item I'm selling at 40 rupees. Okay, selling price. Variable cost is 16 rupees. That means contribution is 24 rupees. In terms of percentage, variable cost is 40%. Contribution is 60%. Okay, great. How much is fixed cost? 4,80,000. Great. What is my question telling? Question is telling that my annual sale is at 60% margin of safety. 60% is margin of safety. That means how much is BEP? BEP is 40%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Tell me, in break-even point, will I be earning any profit? No, sir, I will not be earning any profit. But I have to pay 4,80,000 fixed cost. To pay that, how much cash I want? 4,80,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. 4,80,000 contribution I want. It is how much percentage of sale? It is 60% of sales. That means how much will be my BEP sales? 8 lakh will be my BEP sales. Yes or no, everyone? If you want to do in terms of units, for 1 unit I am getting 24. That means for 4,80,000, how many unit I should be selling? 20,000 unit I should be selling. Yes or no? 20,000 unit. Every item at 40. 8 lakh rupees. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now, my break even point is 8 lakh. 8 lakh is my BEP. That is how much percentage of total sale? Sir, it is just 40%. That means my total sale is going to be 20 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means my total sale is going to be 20 lakh. Okay. Against that variable cost is 40% of that. That means 8 lakh variable cost. That means 12 lakh will be contribution. 12 lakh is contribution. 4,80,000 is fixed cost. That means 7,20,000 is my profit. Yes or no, everyone? Now tell me, what kind of profit is it? Is it my profit before tax or after tax? Sir, it is my profit before tax. On this amount, we have to pay tax to government also now. Yes. How much tax we have to pay? Yes, we have to pay 40% tax. How much is my profit? 7,20,000. 40% of that, how much government will take away? Government will take away 2,88,000. That means ultimately how much is left with me? From 7,20,000, 2,88,000 has gone. That means ultimately 4,32,000. Yes, is there with me, which is my profit after tax. Is this clear, everyone? Give me a confirmation, my dear students. Can we proceed? Yes, sir. Till here, any doubts? No, sir. Now, what is the question? Whether question was just to calculate profit after tax? No. If you see, calculate the rate of net return on sales. It is asking the rate, how much percentage net return I am getting. Tell me ultimately how much net return I am getting. Sir, ultimately I am getting 4,32,000. On how much sales? On a sale of 20 lakh. That means how much percentage I am getting? Simple, sir. Yes, on 20 lakh sale. Now ultimately in my hand 4,32,000 is there. Means ultimately how much percentage I am getting? Yes, ultimately I am getting 21.6. Yes or no, everyone? It is the rate of net return on sales. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Part 1 is over. Again, it was a different part. Okay, we enjoyed it. Now let us go to part 2. Pay attention. What is part 2 trying to tell us? For the next year. Okay, boss. It is proposed. Sharaj, what are they doing? They are proposing. Whom they are proposing? Not a girl, da. It is proposed to add another product line Y. Okay. They are already having X. They are not sufficient with their X. They want Y also in their life. Okay. Whose selling price will be 50 per unit. Variable cost will be 10 per unit. Fixed cost is estimated at 660, 600. Sales mix is going to be in the ratio 7:3. Determine at what level of sales next year company will break even. Give separately both in terms of rupees, also in terms of quantity. That means I am going to sell multiple product. X is also there, Y is also there. I want to calculate break even point. Means I will calculate my multi-product break even. First step, I will write down the data. Pay attention, everyone. I will first write down the data. Look at this basic data I have already noted. Yes, X I am selling at what price? What is the selling price of X? 40. What is the variable cost of X? 60. Now Y also I am selling at what price? 50 is my selling price. What is the variable cost? 10 rupees. What is the total fixed cost? It is 660, 600. What is the sales mix? In which ratio I am going to sell? 7:2. Is this clear, everyone? Okay, perfect. So first what I will do? First I will create a bundle which consists 7 unit of X as well as 3 unit of Y. So pay attention. Let us consider a bundle consisting of 7 unit of X and 3 unit of Y as a composite unit. So for this bundle, let me do the calculation. Pay attention. Simple it is going to be. Yes, in one bundle, X is going to be 7 unit, Y is going to be 3 units. So total 10 units. Great. Okay. So tell me, students, every unit of X at what price I am selling? 40 rupees. That means if I am selling 7 unit, what will be my total sale? The total sale will be 280, sir. Every unit of X, what is my variable cost? 16 rupees, sir. That means if I sell 7 units in a bundle, what will be my variable cost? 112. That means what will be my contribution from X students? It will be 168 rupees. Yes or no, everyone? Okay. Raj, sir, why are they proposing and all? Yes, why can't they be satisfied with one? That is a problem with life. Raj, you won't understand. Okay, first get one, then you will understand. Okay, that one is not sufficient. Yes, I am talking in terms of number of questions. One question, solving one question is not sufficient. You should solve more and more questions so that you get more and more confidence. so that in the examination you get more and more marks. Don't think otherwise. Okay, I'm a sweet, simple, papa kind of person. Okay. Okay. Now, coming to product Y, tell me how many units of product Y am I going to sell in a bundle? 3 units. Tell me every item at what price I am selling? 50. So that means 3 into 50 becomes 150. Variable cost is going to be 10 rupee. That means for 3 units it is going to be 30. That means contribution is going to be 120. Yes or no, everyone? That means tell me what is going to be the total sale value? 280 plus 150, 430. Total variable cost is 142. Total contribution is 280. Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. Great. Now I have to calculate my break-even point in terms of units. Now because this is the first question, from both the approaches I will do. Units I will calculate, rupees also separately I will calculate. Pay attention how we are going to do it. First I will calculate in terms of units. Sir, which formula we have to by heart? No formula, students. Tell me normal break-even point. Do I know the formula? Tell me, students, what is the simple formula of BEP in terms of units? Sir, simple, sir. Jujubi, sir. It is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Yes or no, everyone? Now tell me now how much products I am selling. I am selling 2 products, X as well as Y. That means, do I want a contribution of X, or do I want a contribution of Y, or do I want the composite contribution of the bundle? Sir, I want the composite contribution of the bundle. That means I want my composite contribution per unit. That means what are the steps to be followed? Step 1, calculate composite contribution per unit. Yes, it is nothing but total contribution of the bundle divided by total units in the bundle. These formulas you will not find anywhere, whatever I am writing here. Okay, I see I will give you separate different formulas. Okay, this is simple logical understanding. Tell me one bundle I sold. Total how much contribution I got? I got 288. This 288 na I got by selling how many units? Sir, I got by selling total 10 units. That means effectively for 1 unit, how much I got? 28.8. Yes or no, everyone? 288 by 10, that means effectively I got 28.8 per unit. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Once I got my denominator, step 2, calculate BEP. It is fixed cost divided by composite contribution per unit. Yes, total how much fixed cost we have to recover? 600. Yes, effectively for 1 unit, how much I am getting? 28.8 I am getting. That means total how much units I should be selling? 600 divided by 28.8. That means 23,145.83. I will round it off to 23,146. Yes or no, everyone? That means totally I should be selling 23,146 units. But I want the individual sale quantity. So let me calculate. Calculation of respective sale quantity. Tell me total how much I am selling? Total 23,146 units. In which ratio I am selling X and Y? In the ratio 7:3. That means X is going to be into 7 by 10, which is 16,202 units. Yes or no, everyone? Y is going to be 30%, which is going to be 6944 units. Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, everyone? Is this clear? Give me a confirmation, everyone. Did I calculate the quantities? Yes, sir, we have calculated the quantity. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir, it is clear. Now tell me one thing. Once I have the quantity, from that I can calculate my sale value. Pay attention, simple, students. Now what I am telling that, boss, in order to reach my break even, I should sell 16,202 units of X, 6,944 units of Y. Okay. Now tell me one thing, every unit of X, at what price I am selling? Look at the question. Every item of X I am selling at 40 rupees. That means if I sell 16,202 units, every item at 40 rupees, what will be my sale value? It will be 6,48,080. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. If I am selling 6,944 units of Y, every item of Y, at what price I am selling? 50 rupees. That means what will be my sale value of Y? 347,200. That means what is my total sale value? 9,95,280. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means understand, if question asks you to calculate multi-product break-even point, both in terms of quantity plus value, it is not necessary to do the two things separately. Yes, if you calculate quantity, you multiply selling price, you will directly get value. If you calculate value, you divide selling price, you will directly get quantity. Yes or no, everyone? That means this is sufficient. Both my answers are over. But because this is the first question and because we want to practice, what I will do, the same question separately I will calculate in terms of value also. Pay attention. Okay, in the examination it is not required, but here for practice purpose, if I have to do directly in terms of value, how do I do? For that purpose I am doing it here. Now tell me students, how do I calculate my BEP in terms of rupees? Sir, simple sir, it is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Yes, go by the basics. First, just write down the formula. Okay, yes, PV ratio. Which PV ratio I want? I want for X, I want for Y, or I want for bundle as a whole. I want for bundle as a whole, that means I want my composite PV. That means step 1 is composite PV ratio. Tell me what is the formula of PV ratio? It is contribution divided by sale into 100. But I want for bundle, that means I want the total contribution of bundle divided by total sale of the bundle. So pay attention everyone. Yes, if I sell this one bundle, total how much contribution I am getting, students? Total 288 rupees contribution I am getting. This 288 contribution I am getting by making a sale of how much rupees? 430. That means what is going to be my PV ratio, everyone? It is 288 divided by 430 into 100. It is going to be 66.9767%. Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Yes sir. Now once I have calculated that, I can calculate my BEP in terms of rupees. Now understand, here your BEP in terms of rupees is going to be slightly different from the one that we have calculated previously. Why sir? Because the BEP in terms of quantity, now I got it as 23,145.83. So there is a decimal, that means there will be a rounding off error. 100 to 100 rupees rounding off is fine. I'm just telling you at the end, because our value will not exactly match. I don't want you guys to tell, sir, it is not matching, sir, because there is a small difference. Tell me what is BEP formula? I have already written. It is fixed cost divided by composite PV ratio. So it is 666,600 divided by 66.9767%. That means 666,600 divided by 66.9767. Is it going to be 9,95,271? Something like that? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now tell me, this is the total sale value. I want to calculate the respective sale value. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. How do I calculate the respective value? Simple. This is the total sale value. Value. In which ratio I will distribute? In the ratio of sale value. That means distribute 995,271. This is sale value, rupees, in the ratio of respective sale value. Tell me students, what is the ratio of my sale value? In what ratio sale is happening? Sir, sale is happening in the ratio 28:15. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. 28:15. That means X, Y. This is 995,271 into 28/43. This is into 15/40. Use your constant, do calculation quickly. 995,271 divided by into 8 will make it 648,083. 15 will make it 347,187. Yes or no? So I have got my BEP in terms of rupees. So pay attention. I will write 648,083, 347,187. So I have got the sale value. Now pay attention. Once I get the value, based on that, can I reverse calculate the quantity? Yes. Simple students, tell me every item of X at what price I am selling? At 40. That means if I sell 1 unit, I should be getting 40. If I have got 6,48,083 rupees, that means how many units I have sold? 648,083 divided by 40. I should have sold somewhere close to 16,202 units. Yes or no, everyone? Same is with the case of Y. So you will be getting 23,146. Quantity, it is tallying exactly. Value, I think some 100 rupees or 10 rupee difference is there. 995,271. Here I think I got it as 995,280. 10 rupees rounding off error is there. Is this clear, everyone? Let us solve. Okay, so Prisha Limited manufactures 3 different products and the following information has been collected from their books of accounts: A, B and C. Sales mix is given 40%, 35%, 25%. What does it mean? It means that total, if I'm going to do a 100 rupee sale, in that 40 rupees will be A, 35 will be B, 25 will be C. Selling price is given, variable cost is given. Based on that, can I calculate contribution as well as PV ratio? Yes, sir. Total fixed cost is 18 lakh. Total sale is 60 lakh. Okay, fine. Company has currently under discussion. Company is currently having a discussion. What? A proposal. What is it, Sharaj? Again, company is having this. Yes, proposal. What? To discontinue manufacture of product C and replace it with product E. Okay, this is what happens with boys' life. Okay, one guy gets replaced, other guy gets added. Okay, yes, real life talks. Sharaj, inspired from Sharaj. Okay, pay attention, everyone. So what we are telling in future, let us replace C and put product E. So what will happen in that situation? When the following results are anticipated: A, B and E, sales mix is given, selling price is given, variable cost is given, total fixed cost is given, as well as total sale value is given. Is this clear, everyone? Great. I'm only telling in a funny sense. Don't become serious. Okay. Calculate the total contribution to sales ratio. What is the total contribution to sales ratio? It is nothing but my composite PV ratio and the present break-even sale at my existing sales mix. At existing sales mix, what is happening? Next, calculate PV ratio and BP at my proposed sales mix and state whether proposal should be accepted or not. Okay, we are having a proposal. Should we accept it or not? Okay, we will do it. Pay attention, students. It's a different way of solving this question. Pay attention. A good question. So first what I will do is I will calculate PV ratio of each of the products. Now IC has followed a very lengthy approach. We will make it very simple. Okay. Yes. Step 1 is we will calculate PV ratio for each of the products. Pay attention. Product A, at what price I am selling? 300 rupees. What is my variable cost? 150. That means what is my contribution? 150. What is my PV ratio? 150 on a sale of 300, 50%. Product B, selling price is 400, variable cost is 200, contribution is 200. What is my PV ratio? Again 50%. Product C, 200 is my selling price, 120 is my variable cost. That means 80 is my contribution. How much is my PV ratio? 40%. If I discontinue this and come up with product E, tell me product E, what is selling price? 300, variable cost is 150, contribution is 150. PV ratio is again 50%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. But sir, why we calculated PV ratio? We'll explain here. For now, is this clear? Yes, sir, it is clear. Now, pay attention. I will do all my calculations for my existing sales mix. Right now, which all products I am selling? A, B, C. What is the percentage sale of each of the item? A is 40%, B is 35%, C is 25%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Tell me total how much rupee sale we are doing. Sir, total we are creating a sale of 60 lakh rupees. Okay, sir. If the total sale is 60 lakh, tell me how much percentage is A. Sir, A is 40% of sale. That means A is going to be 24 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Total sale is 60 lakh. How much is A? A is 40% of sale. That means A should be 24 lakh. B is 35%, which is 21 lakh. C is 25%, which means 15 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Give me a confirmation. Give me a confirmation. Yes, sir. This is clear. Now tell me one thing, students. When I am selling product A, yes, how much percentage is my PV ratio? 50%. That means 50% of sale I will be getting as contribution. Yes or no? That means if I make a sale of 24 lakh, how much will be my contribution? 12 lakh will be my contribution. Yes, if I am selling product B, how much percentage is my contribution? Again 50%. If I make a sale of 21 lakh, 50% of that, that is 10.5 lakh will be my contribution. Yes or no? Yes, sir. When I am selling product C, how much is my contribution? 40%. That means if I am selling 15 lakh, 40% of that, that is 15, 30, 45, 60. 6 lakh will be my contribution. Yes or no? Yes, sir. That means what is the total contribution? So it is 12 plus 10.5 plus 6. 28.5 lakh rupees. Yes or no, everyone? Great. Pay attention. This question is slightly different. Here what they have given the sales mix. That is total. If 100 rupee I am going to sell, how much rupee is going to be A, B, C? That is given. So what I did, step 1, individually PV ratio I calculated. Step 2, total sale value was given. I mixed it in the given ratio. Once I mixed it, I got the individual sale value. Now I know the PV ratio. I multiplied, I got the contribution. Once you get this, story is simple. I know the total contribution of the bundle, total sale of the bundle. Can I calculate my composite PV ratio? Yes, sir. So look at this. If I sell one full bundle, how much contribution I'm getting? 28.5 lakh contribution I'm getting on a sale of 60 lakh. That means how much percentage it is, students? It is going to be 47.5%. Yes or no, everyone? Simple. If you want the formula, it is total contribution of the bundle divided by total sale of the bundle. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. Once you have got this, next is break-even point calculation. What is the formula of break-even point? It is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Here it is composite PV ratio. Total, what is my fixed cost? It is 18 lakh divided by 47.5%. It is going to be 37 lakh 89,473. Yes or no, everyone? In terms of rupees. I just want the BEP. I don't want individual bifurcation. Okay. Yes. And let me also calculate my profit. But sir, why sir profit? Pay attention simply. Now tell me total how much contribution I had, students? 18.5 lakh. In that how much fixed cost I have to pay? 18 lakh fixed cost I have to pay. That means ultimately how much profit will be there? The total 28.5 I had. In that 18 fixed cost I paid. That means I will be left with 10 lakh 50,000 profit. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now question did not ask me to calculate profit. Still I am calculating. Why? Because in the third requirement, question is asking me to give a decision whether existing sales mix is needed or a proposed sales. For that I want profit. Is this clear, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Yes, sir, it is clear. Now the same story I have to do for proposed sales mix also. I will do it a bit faster. Pay attention. Total 100% sale is there. A is 45%, B is 30%, C is 25%. Tell me in future what is going to be the total sale value? 64 lakh. Yes, if 64 lakh is the total sale value, A is 45%, that means 28.8 lakh. B is 30%, which means 19.2 lakh. C is 25%, which means 16 lakh. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now comes contribution. Tell me A, B and E. What is my PV ratio? Sir, A also gives me 50%. B also gives me 50%. E also gives me 50%. Yes or no? So 28.8 lakh means 14.4 lakh. 19.2 means is it 9.6 lakh? 16 means is it 8 lakh? That means is it 32 lakh? Yes or no? Now tell me, students, A is also giving 50% PV ratio. B is also giving 50% PV ratio. E is also giving 50% PV ratio. That means what is the PV ratio of the bundle? Every item is giving 50%. That means bundle is also giving 50%. Yes or no, everyone? Simple. Or else I can do using the formula also. Total 32 lakh contribution I am getting from a sale of 64 lakh. That means it is going to be 32 lakh divided by 64 lakh. Is 50%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means let me calculate break-even point. It is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. I want my composite PV ratio. How much fixed cost I have to pay? 18 lakh. Yes, which is 50%. That means total 36 lakh rupees. Let me calculate the profit. Total 32 lakh contribution I got. From that 18 lakh fixed cost, if I pay, still I will be left with the profit of 14 lakh. Okay. So first requirement is over. Second requirement is over. What is the last requirement? State whether the proposed sales mix should be accepted or not. Tell me right now how much profit I am getting. 10.5 lakh. If I discontinue C and come up with E, how much profit I will be getting? 14 lakh. That means should I go for the proposal? Should I accept the proposal? Right now I am getting 10.5 lakh profit. In future I will get 14 lakh profit. What should I do? I should accept. Yes or no, everyone? So I will tell the proposed sales mix should be accepted because it results in a higher profit than the existing sales mix. Question over, story over. Next concept is a limiting factor decision. Now what is a limiting factor? Any factor is a limiting factor whose availability is less than the requirement. That means how much is required, that much is not available. Just to give you a very simple example, you guys are now preparing for your examination. Yes, last 50 days are available. Yes, available. But you have a complete plan. You know, if I study every concept, yes, do 3 times revision, give a mock examination, revise it again, I will clear, I will get a rank also, no issues. But for that, how much time is required? Imagine 150 days is required. How much is available? 50 days is available. That means how much time is required. Is it available? No. That means time is in shortage. Time is a limiting factor. Yes or no? Any factor is a limiting factor whose availability is less. Okay. If you are having a factor as limiting factor, how do we take a decision? Step 1, calculate contribution per unit. Step 2, calculate contribution per limiting factor, which is contribution per unit divided by limiting factor per unit. Yes, once you do that, give a ranking. Based on that, allocate your resource. Is this clear? Clear, sir. Now, if minimum demand is already committed for any product, say for example, I am manufacturing product X and Y. Once I calculated contribution per limiting factor, I got here I am getting 100 per limiting factor, here I am getting 80. That means which is the first product I should produce? X. Second I should produce Y. That means ideally first I will produce X, then I will produce Y. But what happened? Yes, I have already accepted some online order for product Y for 500 units. That means ideally tell me, do I want to produce Y first? No. But I already accepted some order. So can I do anything for that? No. That means what I will do? First I have to fulfill this. This I will fulfill first. After that, balance whatever resource is there. In that, first I will produce X, then I will produce. Is this clear? Yes, once we have committed, Sharaj, once we have committed, nothing can be done. Okay, so if minimum demand is already committed, once we have already committed, then we have to fulfill that commitment, and for the balance resources only, we will allocate based on the ranking. Is this clear, everyone? Pay attention. ICA keeps doing that. Yes, it keeps adding, deleting questions. Okay, doesn't make much of a difference. Now pay attention. Moon Limited produces 3 products, X, Y and Z, and has decided to analyze its production mix in respect of 3 products. You have given the following information. Direct material is given, variable overhead is given. Direct labor. We are working in 2 departments. Department A is there, department B is there. Rate per hour for 1 hour, how much we are paying is given. And to produce X, how much hours is needed. To produce Y, how much hours is needed. To produce Z, how much hours is needed. All those information is given. From the current budget, further details are as below. Yes, annual production at present. That means right now how many units I am already producing. That is given. Okay. Estimated selling price per unit is given. Great. And sales department's estimate of the possible sales in the next year. Next year, how much units I will be selling. I could be selling. How much quantity my customers are going to ask me. That is also given. Okay, great. Now question is telling there is a constraint on supply of labor in department A. That means department A hours, there is a constraint, there is a limiting factor, and its manpower cannot be increased beyond its present level. Right now, what is the level at which it is operating? I cannot increase it beyond that. Imagine right now 100 hours is available. That means I cannot increase it beyond 100 hours. Till 100 hours anyways I am working. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. Yes, identify the best possible product mix, total contribution from the best possible product. Now understand one thing, students. Step 1 for a limiting factor question is always to identify whether your factor is a limiting factor or not. That is from a real life perspective. In exam, it is not required. Now look at this. Question has directly told me that there is a constraint in department A. That means there is no need to check if department A is a limiting factor or not in your examination. However, in real life, you have to check. So here I will just check if department A labor hours is a limiting factor or not. How do I check? I will see total how much is required, total how much is available. Based on that I will understand. Pay attention, everyone. Question number 29 it is. Or 30 it is. Tell me total what is the requirement. Tell me, students, for the next year. Okay, how much quantity customers are demanding? Sir, next year, X, Y and Z. Next year. Customers are telling we want 12,000 units X. They're telling we want 16,000 units Y. They're telling we want 24,000 units Z. This is what they're asking. Okay. And to produce 1 unit of X in department A, how much hours is needed, sir? 6 hours. For Y, 10 hours. For Z, 5 hours. So pay attention, what I'm trying to tell. Yes, 12 6 are 72,000. 16 10s are 1,60,000. 24 into 5, 1,20,000. Is it 160, 280, 3,52,000? Yes or no, everyone? Now understand what is the calculation that I've did. Yes, for next year, I prepared a budget. What did I understand? Yes, I understood that customers are going to ask for 12,000 unit X, 16,000 unit Y, 24,000 unit Z. To produce that in department A, total how much hours is needed for 1 unit? I've calculated. Based on that, I got total 3,52,000 hours. That means next year, if I have a 3,52,000 hours with me, is there any tension? Is there any tension or any problem? No, sir, there will be absolutely no problem because I can produce full X, full Y, full Z. No tension only, baby. But if I don't have 3,52,000 hours, then there is a problem. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. Total hours required is 3,52,000. If I have that, no tension. I don't have that. Imagine I'm having only 2 lakh hours. Then can I produce every item? No. I'll have to think which one to produce. Okay. Okay, sir. Now I have to calculate how much hours are available. Pay attention. What was the line question had told? There is a constraint on labor in department A and its manpower cannot be increased beyond its present level. That means what is the present level? Na? I cannot increase it beyond that. What is the present level? How do I calculate present level? If you see annual production at present, right now, in this year, right now, how much units I'm producing? Question is telling. Okay, boss, question is telling that right now I'm producing 10,000 unit X, 12,000 unit Y, 20,000 unit Z. Yes or no? Yes. To produce 1 unit of X, 6 hours, 10 hours, 5 hours, that means 60,000, 1,20,000, 1 lakh. That means right now, 2,80,000 hours is available. That means for next year also, 2,80,000 hours will be available with me. Yes or no, everyone? Is this clear? So tell me, students. Yes, to produce all units next year, 3,52,000 hours is required. But am I having 3,52,000? No, sir, I'm only having 2,80,000. That means how much is shortage, students? 72,000 hours is shortage. That means tell me whether labor hours in department A is a limiting factor. Yes, sir, it is a limiting factor. 72,000 hours is shortage. Is this clear, everyone? Now understand one thing, students. From the examination perspective, this is not required. Because if question is telling it is a constraint, means it is a constraint. You need not calculate and again see. Okay? Don't waste your time in the examination doing this. From just a conceptual perspective, I've told you. Okay. In the examination, what we have to do? Simple. I will calculate contribution per unit, contribution per limiting factor, ranking. Pay attention, everyone. First one is contribution per unit. Okay. This is where the adjustment is there. How do we get contribution per unit? Simple, sir. It is nothing but selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Yes or no? Yes, sir. What all will be there in my variable cost? Chapter 1, basics we have told. Sir, in my variable cost, direct material will be there. Direct labor will be there, direct expense will be there, variable overheads will be there. If I add all of them, I will get my variable. So let me write down, pay attention, selling price. Whether question has given me selling price for each of the item? Yes, sir. 312, 400. Yes, variable cost, direct material for every unit, whether it is given? Yes, sir. 160, 120, 80. Direct labor, question is telling we are working in 2 department was. Department A is there, department B is there. Okay, great. Department A, tell me for 1 hour what is the cost? Rate per hour, it is 4 rupees per hour. And to produce X, how many hours we should work? 6 hours for Y, 10 hours for Z, 5 hours. So 4 6 are 24, 40, 20. Department B, for 1 hour how much we should pay? We have to pay 8 rupees per hour. Produce X, 6, 15 and 11. So 8 6 are 48, 8 15 are 120, 80. Direct expense, whether question has given direct expense? No, sir. Variable overhead, is it given? Yes, sir. 8, 20 and 12. That means can I calculate the total variable cost? Yes, sir. Based on that, will I be getting my total contribution per unit? I will directly write it is 72, 140. You guys do the calculation. I'm just pausing the video. You guys do the calculation and give me a confirmation, students. Okay, so pay attention, everyone. For each of the product, I got contribution per unit. So pay attention, students. If I sell 1 unit of X, I will get 72 rupees contribution. Great. But to produce and sell 1 unit of X, yes, where am I having my limiting factor? I got my contribution per unit. I have to divide it by my limiting factor per unit. Tell me what is my limiting factor? It is my labor hours in department A. How much hours we are working? For X, 6 hours. For Y, 10 hours. For Z, 5 hours. Understand what is this? It is telling. It is telling that, okay, boss, if I produce 1 unit of X, I will get 72. But to get 1 unit of X, how much hours I should work? I should work for 6 hours. That means if I work for 6 hours, I will get 72. That means for 1 hour, how much am I getting? It is contribution per unit divided by limiting factor per unit. I will tell I will get 72 if I work for 6 hours. That means per hour I will get 12. Yes, Y if I produce I will get 100. But to get that I have to work for 10 hours, boss. That means per hour I will get 10. For Z I will get 40. But to get that I have to work for 5 hours. That means per hour I will be getting 8. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means what is the ranking? First I will try to produce maximum X. Thereafter I will think about Y. Thereafter I will think about Z. Is this clear, everyone? Is this calculation clear, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Yes or no? Yes, sir. That means can we proceed further to allocation of the resources? Yes, sir. Now tell me one thing. Total how much hours is available with me? Sir, total 2,80,000 hours is available with me. Yes or no? Yes. In that, first which item will I try to produce? Sir, best product to produce is X. That means maximum X I will try to produce. Yes or no? Yes. Tell me in the next year, maximum how many unit of X I can produce and sell? Sir, budgeting team has told that maximum 12,000 unit X we can produce. I will tell, okay boss, 12,000 X let me produce. For 1 unit of X, how much hours is needed? 6 hours is needed. So 12 6 are 72,000 hours is gone. Yes or no, everyone? That means how much time is left with me? 2,80,000 hours was there. 72,000 hours is gone. That means 2,08,000 hours is available. Maximum X I have produced. Yes or no, everyone? Okay. What is the second best product for me to produce? Y. So let me produce maximum Y. I will ask the budgeting team, next year maximum how much Y we can produce? They are telling, sir, next year maximum 16,000 units of Y customers are demanding. We will tell, okay, let us produce that. For 1 unit of Y in department A, how much hours is needed? 10 hours. Great. That means 1,60,000 hours is needed. That means how much hours is left? 48,000 hours. I have produced maximum X, maximum Y. What is the next product? Z. Yes, I will ask my budgeting team. Yes, boss, next year, how much unit of Z is needed? They are telling, sir, 24,000 units are needed. So we'll tell, okay, boss, let us produce 24,000 units of Z. For every unit of Z in department A, how much hours is needed? 5 hours. That means total how much hours is needed? 24,000 into 5, 1,20,000. But, tell me, am I having 1,20,000 hours? No, sir, I'm only having 48,000. That means, can I produce full 24,000 Z? No, sir, that only we told na that it is a limiting factor. Okay, that means how much I can produce. Pay attention, reverse calculation. I will tell that, okay, boss, to produce 1 unit of Z, na, I want 5 hours. Total how much hours is available with me? 48,000 hours. That means how much unit of Z I can produce? 48,000 divided by 5. 9,600 unit of Z I can produce. This way I will utilize my 48,000. That means I will be left with nothing. Is this clear, everyone? That means what is my optimal product mix? Optimal product mix. X how much I will produce? Full 12,000. Y 16,000. But Z 9,600 only I can produce. Is this clear, everyone? So X 12,000 I will produce. Yes, Y full 16,000 I will produce. Z 9,600 only I will produce. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, and once you have calculated the quantity, you multiply by the contribution per unit. 12,000, 16,000, 9,600. You multiply with the contribution per unit. For X, I think every unit is giving me 72 rupee. Y, every item is giving me 100 rupee. Z, every item is giving me a contribution of 40 rupees. You will be getting the total contribution. Is this clear, everyone? So we just take a break in between. So first let's quickly revise what is cost indifference point. Now there are 2 or more alternatives to produce goods. In one alternative, fixed cost is less. One alternative, variable cost is less. Which alternative should I choose? To take that decision, I will be going for cost indifference. What is cost indifference point, students? It is the point at which total cost of both the alternatives is same. Is this clear? That is total cost of alternative 1 is equal to total cost of alternative 2. So what is the formula for me to calculate cost indifference point? It is a difference in fixed cost divided by difference in variable cost. Now how do I take a decision? So in detail in the conceptual videos we've explained. Here I'm just quickly revising. Decision, I will calculate my cost indifference point. Imagine my cost indifference point is 1000 units. Yes, what does it mean? It means that at 1000 units I am indifferent. Any option is fine for me. If I am producing less than 1000 units, Yes, which alternative is better, students? Tell me. If I'm producing very less units, which alternative is better? Alternative with lower fixed cost is better. Yes or no, everyone? If I'm producing more than that, which alternative is better? Alternative with lower variable cost is better. Simple. Imagine I'm not producing any goods at all. Which alternative for me is better? Wherever fixed cost is less, that is best for me. I can directly save amount. Yes, I'm producing more units, which is better, where my variable cost is. Is this clear, everyone? In detail in the concept videos I've explained. Here I've just given you a quick glance. Now, if I'm having three alternatives, if I'm having two alternatives, how we have to do? Okay, we have decided. Imagine I'm having three alternatives, A, B, C. When, which one I should choose? How do I do? Yes, two steps we'll have to follow. Step 1, calculate cost BEP for each pair of two items. That is, I will calculate cost BEP for A and B, for B and C, as well as for A and C. I will get the values. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Once that is done, what is the next step? Decision making. I will just draw a simple line. Tell me. Imagine I am not using at all. Imagine I am not producing even one unit. Which option is better? Alternative with the lowest fixed cost is better. That means lowest means alternative with lowest fixed cost. Imagine I am using maximum. Which one is better? Alternative with the lowest variable cost is better. That means in between the two, which one I will be going for? I will be going for the balance alternative. Is this clear, everyone? So from where to where I am switching from this to this, from where I am switching from this to this, yes, I'll be taking from the numbers. Is this clear, everyone? Attention. The following question number 33. Following are cost data for three alternative ways of processing clerical work for cases brought before LC code system. Okay, how can I process the cases? There is one manual approach, semi-automatic approach, fully automatic approach. Manual approach, if I go, what is going to be my monthly cost, students? I have to incur occupancy cost of 15,000, nothing else I have to incur. If I'm going for semi-automatic, 15 plus 5, 20 plus 25, I have to incur 45,000. If I go for fully automatic, 1 lakh plus 10 plus 15, 1 lakh 25,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. This is my fixed cost. Now, I will also be incurring my variable cost for every report. Pay attention. If I'm going for manual approach, 200 plus 40, 240. If I'm going for semi-automatic, 80 plus 60, 140. If I'm going for fully automatic, 20 plus 20, 40. Tell me, students, if I am taking a decision based on fixed cost alone, where my fixed cost is minimum, manual, that is best from fixed cost perspective. If I'm taking a decision from variable cost perspective, which one is better? Yes, fully automatic is better. Yes or no? So I have to know which option I should use. The question is asking calculate cost indifference point, interpret your results. Okay, let me do that. Second requirement is if the present case load is 600, that means right now I'm having 600 and it is expected to go up to 850 cases in the near future. But in near future, I'm expecting 850 cases. Which one is going to be the most appropriate? Okay, let us do. Look at this. I have written down the data. Yes, fixed cost per month I have written. Variable cost per report also I have written. So let us try calculating cost indifference point. What is the formula of cost indifference point, students? Simple. Cost indifference point is nothing but difference in fixed cost divided by difference in variable. So first I will take a decision between manual and semi-automatic. Tell me what is the difference in fixed cost? 15,000 to 45,000 is 30,000 divided by 240 minus 140 is 100. So it is going to be how much? 30,000 divided by 100. Is it going to be 300? Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no, everyone? Yes or no? No, sir, it is not 300. What 300? It is 300 cases or 300 reports, whatever it is. Okay. Then I will decide between semi-automatic and fully automatic. Tell me what is difference in fixed cost? Yes, 45 to 125. It is 80,000 divided by, yes, it is 100. So it is going to be 800 cases. And finally, I have manual and fully automatic. All options I'm taking. Yes, 15,000 to 1,25,000. That means it is going to be 1,10,000 divided by 200. That means is it 550 cases, everyone? Yes. So first requirement, calculate cost indifference point. Okay, I have done. Now, how do I take a decision? Pay attention, students. Very simple it is going to be. Tell me, just by looking at this. Imagine in our court. Okay, I am having only one case for, only one case. Which processing is best? Is it manual? Is it semi-automatic? Is it fully automatic? Usage is very less. Which one is best, students? I will tell manual is best. Why? Yes, even though I am incurring 240, but it is only for one report. Fixed cost I am just incurring 15,000. Here 45,000, 1,25,000 I should incur. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. If my usage is very less, which one is best? Alternative with the lowest fixed cost. If my usage is a maximum cases are coming, so many cases, you cannot even handle. Which one is best? Fully automatic is best, because for every case I'm only incurring 40. Yes or no, everyone? So I will draw a simple line, decision making. If usage is very less, I will go for manual. If usage is highest, I will go for fully automatic. In between the two, I have semi-automatic. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now tell me, when am I switching from manual to semi-automatic? From manual to semi-automatic. When am I switching? Sir, from manual to semi-automatic, I'm switching at 300 cases. Great. From semi-automatic to fully automatic, when am I switching? Semi-automatic to fully automatic, I'm switching at 800 cases. Great. That means, how is my decision going to be? Look at this, students. If I'm having up to 300 cases, which is best? Sir, manual is best. If I'm having 300 to 800 cases, which is best? Semi-automatic is best. If I'm having more than 800 cases, which is best? Fully automatic. I will just write number of cases. If it is up to 300, manual system is preferred. 300 to 800, semi-automatic. Above 800, fully automatic. First part is over. Over, sir. Second part, if the present case load is 600 cases, right now I'm having 600 cases. That means, tell me, for 600 cases, which is best? The 600 is in 300 to 800 range, semi-automatic is best. But it is expected to go up to 850 cases in near future. Near future only we are expecting that it will go up to 850. That means if it goes up to 850, which one is best, students? More than 800 is going to be fully automatic. Yes or no, everyone? Which one I'll have to implement? I will just give, that is, if right now I'm having 600 cases, for 600 cases, semi-automatic is best. But imagine it increases and becomes 850 cases. Then which one is best? Fully automatic method of processing be best. Is this clear, everyone? So in a simple way, I have given the explanation. Is this clear, everyone? Simple. Is that all, sir? Whether the question is over? Yes, my dear, question is over, students. Okay, too much maja is going to come. Pay attention, students. This question also I will not solve in entirety, but every step I will keep on explaining. Pay attention. Okay. Study material. XY Limited makes two products, X and Y. Okay, we are manufacturing two products, product X, product Y. Great. Whose respective fixed costs are F1 and F2. That means I am manufacturing X and Y. Yes, X's fixed cost is F1, Y's fixed cost is X2, F2. Great. Okay, fine. What more is given? You are given that unit contribution of Y is 1/5 less than unit contribution of X. What is it telling? Contribution per unit of Y is 1/5 less than contribution per unit of X. Pay attention, pay attention. Y is 1/5 less than X. That means if X was earning 10 rupees, Y will be earning 1/5 less. 1/5 means 20%. 20% less. So 10 minus 20%, 8 rupees it would be earning. Yes or no, everyone? Now, do I know how much X is earning? No, I don't know. That means what I'll assume? Whom I will bring into picture, Sharaj? I will bring my X into picture. Yes, I will assume contribution per unit of X is equal to X. That means Y is 1/5 less, 20% less, which becomes 0.8X. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That total of F1 and F2 is 1,50,000. That means F1 plus F2 is 1,50,000 in total. Okay, great. Break even point of X is 1,800 units. What is my BEP of X? 1,800 units. Okay. And 3,000 units is the indifference point between X and Y. Yes, what is going to be my indifference point? 3,000 units. What does indifference point means? That means at 3,000 units, whether I go for X or Y, it does not make a difference only. Okay, great. Yes, question is telling X and Y are going to make equal profit at 3,000 unit volume considering their respective fixed cost. There is no inventory buildup, as whatever is produced and sold, calculate the value of F1, F2 and contribution per unit of X as well as Y. Pay attention, everyone. Yes. Is it sufficient if I just explain with the help of the solution that I'm having, or should I be solving this question in detail? What should I do? Tell me, students. Okay. I will just explain. Pay attention, students. Here, look at this. Basic data. X, Y total. Fixed cost of X I have considered as F1. Of Y I have taken as F2. I add the two. I will get 1,50,000. Contribution per unit for X I have assumed it as X. For Y it is going to be 1/5 less. That means it is going to be 0.8X. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Break even point of X is going to be 1,200 units. Sorry, 1,800 units. Yes or no? Cost indifference point between X and Y is 3,000 units. Now tell me one thing, students, tell me one thing. What is cost indifference point? Sir, cost indifference point is that point wherein I am indifferent. That is also okay. This is also okay. Yes or no, everyone? That means if I am analyzing from a cost perspective, yes, tell me total cost. Imagine two items are there. Total cost here is also 2000. Here is also 2000. Which one you want? Anything is okay. Both the places total cost is same. Yes or no, everyone? There is one more way to look at it. That is from profit perspective. Imagine my sales is 3000, total cost is 2000. What is my profit? 1000. Yes or no, everyone? So tell me, yes, at my indifference point, from cost perspective, I can tell total cost between two options is same. From a profit perspective, I can tell total profit of two options is yes or no, everyone? And here I will be using the profit perspective. But sir, why should I use profit perspective? That is what question has told me. Read the line that question has given. That is X and Y make equal profit at 3000 unit volume. That is profit of X is going to be equal to profit of Y at 3000. Is this clear, everyone? Now based on this, we are going to slowly take things further. Pay attention. How will I go further? Firstly, I know F1 plus F2 is 1,50,000. I know break-even point. What is the formula of break-even point, students? It is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So I will write BEP is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. For X, break-even is 1800 units, which is fixed cost is F1 divided by X. So I will take this to the other side. I will tell F1 is equal to 1800X, or if I want the value of X, X is F1 divided by 1800. Yes or no, everyone? I write it as equation 1. I don't know which one I want to substitute. If I want to substitute F1, I will use this. If I want to substitute, I will be using this. Is this clear? Next to what I will do? Next to what can I use? This one I have used. What more is given? Question has given me profit. Profit is equal at 3000 units. So I will tell, yes, we know that cost indifference point between X and Y is 3000 units. That means at 3000 units, profit of X at 3000 is equal to profit of Y. Yes or no, everyone? So we will slowly keep on reducing it. Now tell me, students, sales minus variable cost is contribution minus fixed cost is profit. So can I tell contribution minus fixed cost is equal to profit? Yes or no, everyone? So I want to profit. I will tell how do I get profit? It is nothing but contribution minus fixed cost. So slowly I am writing, pay attention. I will tell, yes, profit of X at 3000. It is nothing but contribution of X minus fixed cost of X. What is contribution per unit of X? Sir, for 1 unit of X, we have taken X rupees as contribution. That means for 3000 units, what it will be? 3000X. Fixed cost of X, how much we have taken? We have taken it as F1. So it is 3000X minus F1. Yes or no, everyone? For Y, tell me what is contribution per unit of Y? It is 0.8x, 1/5 less. That means 0.8x per unit into 3000 units gives me 2400. What is fixed cost? It is F2. So it is 2400x minus F2. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now let us try simplifying things. Pay attention. So I have 3000x, F1 and F2. Yes, I want only one variable in the equation. Yes, if I'm having multiple variables, I can't do anything. So what I try doing is, this F1 and F2, I try eliminating as much as possible. Pay attention. In place of F1, what can I write? I have already substituted. F1 is equal to 1800x. Yes or no? So I will write it as 3000x minus 1800x, which is 2400x minus F2. So 1200x is 2400x minus F2. Great. Till here is fine. Now I want F2. I have to substitute. How will I substitute F2? I know that F1 plus F2 is 1,50,000. So can I tell F2 is equal to 1,50,000 minus F1? Yes or no? And I know it is 1,50,000 minus what is F1? F1 is 1800x. So can I tell F2 is 1,50,000 minus 1800x is 1,50,000 minus 1800. So I will simplify. It becomes 2400x minus 1,50,000. Minus into minus becomes plus 1800. So I have all in terms of x. So I will bring all x to one side. Yes, therefore I will be getting 3000x is 1,50,000. Therefore value of x is going to be equal to, yes or no, everyone? And once you get the value of x, everything else you can calculate. Pay attention. Yes, value of x you know. Yes, how much is this? Pay attention. Look at this, students. F1 is 1800x. So it is 1800 into 50, which is nothing but 90,000. And when you know that F1 is 90,000 here, Yes, F1 plus F2 is 1,50,000. That means this is going to be 60,000. Contribution per unit is 50. This is 1/5 less. That is 20% less. That means it is 40. Every data you have calculated. Is this clear, everyone? I have quickly explained what to do. Yes, nothing difficult, students. Write down the data. Step 1. Step 2. BEP is available. Yes, that you simplify. You will get F1 is equal to 1800x. Third, yes, question has told that 3000 units is cost in difference point. That means at 3000, both profit is equal. What is profit? Contribution minus fixed cost. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Go step by step. You will arrive at the answer. As simple as that. Okay. Probability of a question coming is less. It is not tested, but you never know. A question can come. Is this clear, everyone? Give me a confirmation. With this, we'll finish the concept. With this, we'll end the session. Pay attention, students. This is going to be a very important point. So many small questions are coming. Okay, recently. Now, tell me. Okay, in the very first chapter we've discussed is how do we write down our cost? Whenever I tell variable cost, tell me, students, how do I want my variable cost? Do I want my variable cost on per unit level or total level? The variable cost per unit is constant. That means I want my variable cost per unit. Fixed cost, how it is constant? On total, that means I want my fixed cost on total. Yes or no? Again, selling price also, how I am determining for 1 unit. Based on that, if I multiply by number of units, I will be getting the total sales. It means selling price also I want per unit. To understand, if ever any change is given, suppose question has given me change on variable cost, I should incorporate the change in my variable cost per unit. If question gives me change in selling price, I should incorporate the change in selling price on per unit basis. Question gives me change in fixed cost, I should incorporate the change in my total fixed cost. Sir, we did not understand anything you are telling, sir. Don't worry, I have an example for you. Pay attention, this is a simple principle. Variable cost change I should always show on per unit basis. Fixed cost, everything I should show on total basis. Throughout costing, you remember, wherever you see variable cost, per unit I will show. Wherever I see fixed cost, total basis. Sir, we did not understand, sir. Don't worry, I have an example for you. Pay attention, question has given me some data. Yes, I am manufacturing right now 1000 units. For 1000 units, how much is my variable cost? 5000. How much is my fixed cost? 15,000. Next, I am planning to produce 5000 units. Okay. Yes, question is telling me that my variable cost will reduce by 5%. My fixed cost will increase by 10%. How much is going to be my total cost? Sir, simple, sir. Variable cost right now is 5000. If it reduces by 5%, it becomes 5000 minus 5%. How much is it, students? Is it 4750? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Fixed cost right now it is 15,000. If it increases by 10%, how much it is, students? 15,000 plus 10%. It becomes 16,500. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Give me a confirmation, my dear students. Is this correct or is this wrong? Tell me. Is this correct? Is this wrong? Yes, all the students who are telling this is correct, you guys are absolutely wrong. But sir, why, sir? Pay attention. Just to feel this logically. To produce what I am telling. Sir, to produce 1000 units, my cost will be 5,000 rupees. To produce 5,000 units, my cost will be just 4,750. Tell me, is it logical, students? To produce 1000 units, I want 5,000. To produce 5,000 units, my variable cost will be just 4,750. Is it right? No, sir, absolutely wrong. Yes, what is the mistake we have considered? Yes, question has told that my variable cost has reduced by 5%, but this is my variable cost per unit. That means how I will be doing? Pay attention. For variable cost, firstly, I will calculate my variable cost per unit. Yes, what is my variable cost per unit? Sir, 5,000 rupees I am incurring. It is for how many units? It is for 1000 units. That means 5 rupee per unit is my original variable cost. That means if nothing was given, irrespective of how much ever was my output, I would have put this variable cost only. Yes or no? But now question is telling me that my variable cost has reduced by 5%. That means what is going to be my revised variable cost per unit? I'm telling that, boss, previously it was 5 rupee, but now this 5 rupee has reduced by 5%. That means how much it is? It is 4.75 per unit. Okay, yes, that is for 1 unit. That means what is going to be my total variable cost? I will tell boss it is 4.75 per unit. Like that, I'm going to produce 5,000 units. So how much it is going to be, students? It is going to be 23,750. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Give me a confirmation. Is this calculation clear, students? Yes, when it comes to fixed cost, what is 15,000? This is the total fixed cost. That means if nothing was given, what I would have assumed? I would have assumed fixed cost is going to be in future also 15,000 only. But now question is telling it has increased by 10%. That means it becomes 15,000 plus 10%, 16,500. Yes or no, everyone? Just remember the simple rule. Variable cost, whenever you see throughout entire costing, the moment you see variable cost, you have to write variable cost on per unit. That means if question has given change in variable cost, that change will also happen on per unit. Is this clear? Yes, whenever you see fixed cost, I have to write my fixed cost on total basis, because on total basis it is constant. And whenever question gives me change in fixed cost, that change will also be incorporated on total basis only. Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this clear? Give me a confirmation, students. If this is clear, we will go ahead into the questions. Any doubts? Okay, just remember this. Yes, variable cost, I will always be doing all calculation on per unit basis. Fixed cost, everything I will always be doing on total basis. Is this clear, everyone? Next comes question number 41. Okay, question number 41. Beautiful question, students. Put a star. Here we will be discussing the concept of shutdown point. Okay, it is there only in this one question, but from the perspective of solving this question, shutdown point concept also we will understand. Pay attention, everyone. Okay. Mr. X has 2 lakh rupees investment in his business firm. Mr. X has invested 2 lakh in his business. Okay. He wants a 15% return on his money. That means how much he wants? 2 lakh into 15%, 30,000 profit he wants, boss. Okay, great. From an analysis of recent cost figure, he finds out that variable cost of operating is 60% of sale. What is this variable cost of operating? Variable cost ratio. Fixed cost is 80,000. Okay, great. Show the computations to answer the following. What sales volume should be obtained to break even? What sales volume should be obtained to get 15%? And the third one, we will read it later. Okay? Yes, sir. So question number 41. Yes, let us try doing basic things. First one, how much is variable cost? Variable cost as a percentage. Sir, variable cost is 60%. That means how much percentage should be contribution? It should be 40%. How much is fixed cost? It is 80. Okay. First requirement, what sales volume should be obtained for break even? Okay, boss, I want break even. What is break even? No profit, no loss. But how much fixed cost I have to pay? Sir, 80,000 fixed cost I have to pay. To pay that, how much cash I want? Sir, 80,000 cash I should be having. Yes, 80,000 rupees contribution I want. It is how much percentage of sale? 40% of sale. That means how much should be my sale? 80,000 divided by 40%. My sale should be 2 lakh rupees. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, if 2 lakh is my sale, 60% is variable cost. That is 1,20,000 is variable cost. Yes or no, everyone? That means in order to break even, how much should be my sale? 2 lakh should be my sale. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Jujubi, sir. This and all, even in our sleep, we will do, sir. Next, how much sales should be obtained to get a 15% profit on investment? How much amount I've invested, students? 2 lakh. 15% of that is going to be how much? So 2 lakh into 15%, 30,000. Tell me, if I want a profit of 30,000, how much a contribution I want? Sir, I want a profit of 30,000 after paying a fixed cost of 80,000. That means total how much I want? Sir, total 1,10,000 I want. 1,10,000 contribution I want. It is how much percentage of sale? 40%. That means how much should be my sale? 1,10,000 divided by 40%. My sale should be 2,75,000. Yes or no, everyone? Sales to achieve desired profit. So I can tell, okay, boss, if I make a sale of 2,75,000, you can see 60% will go off as variable cost. That is 1,65,000 has gone as variable cost. Still, I'm having 1,10,000 as contribution. From that 80,000 fixed cost I've paid, 30,000 is my profit. Till here is this clear? Till here is this clear, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Till here it is clear. Now comes the third point. Let me read what is the third point. Yes, Mr. X estimates that even if he closed the doors of his business, what does it mean that we close the door of the business? Means even if we shut down our business, we will still be incurring 25,000 as expenses per year. At what sales he would be better off by locking his business. Okay, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Yes, let us try to understand this concept of shutdown point with the help of a simple example. Pay attention. Okay, yes, I want one volunteer. Yes, for the concept of shutdown point. For shutdown point, whatever point we have to write down. Yes, first I want you guys to just write it down. Shutdown point, yes, it is nothing but difference in fixed cost divided by contribution per unit or PV ratio, and write down decision making. If my sale is up to shutdown point, this is shutdown point. If my sale is lower than shutdown point, yes, my decision is going to be shut down. That is a discontinue business. Don't worry, I will explain. Yes, if my sale is more than my shutdown point, yes, my decision is going to be continue. Okay, yes, have you noted it down? Yes, sir, we have noted it down. But sir, explain, sir, what you are writing. Don't worry, dear. I'm here now. I'll explain. Now, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. I will try explaining with the help of a simple example. Imagine. This is Sharaj. Okay, this is Sharaj. Sharaj decided that, okay, boss, we will do one thing. We will start a business. Which business we are going to start? Yes, what business Sharaj is going to start? Give me some recommendations, students. What business Sharaj is going to start? Give me some recommendations. Yes, give me some recommendations, students. Yes, everyone is sleeping. Yes, nobody is telling. Okay, nobody is telling. Let me take the benefit of doubt. I will only give an example. Okay, imagine. Sharaj decided that we are going to start a beautiful business. High profit it should be. Which business? And it should give some, yes, amount of happiness to our customers. So what he decided that we are going to start with ganja business. Yes, have you heard what is ganja? Yes, drugs. Imagine. Now, yes, students, don't text me personally telling, sir, please give us Sharaj's number. We want to purchase some items. Imagine. Example. Okay. Now, so what is happening? Okay. This is what you guys were discussing yesterday, right? Shamala and Sharaj in the live session. Okay. Continue. Discontinue. Nice profit, sir. Yes. See, Sharaj knows everything in and out about the business. Now understand, two things are there. Firstly, to run a business, he is incurring fixed cost. What all? He has taken a place on a rent. Okay. How much he is paying? He is paying, imagine, 10,000 per month. Okay. And he wants some employees also. For them, salary he is paying. Imagine salary he is paying is 20,000 per month. That means, tell me one thing, students, tell me one thing. Yes, if 1 month he is running his business, how much cost he has to incur? 30,000 fixed cost he has to incur. Yes or no, everyone? Imagine one day Sharaj decided, what are we doing in life? Yes, we are ruining people's future. So I will not run this business. I will discontinue the business. So he decides to discontinue the business. Now, normally, if we discontinue our business, some amount of fixed cost will get saved. So imagine employees he has hired. Imagine he decided, okay, yes, we are going to discontinue the business. He will throw off the employees. That means he need not pay them salary in future. But pay attention, what has happened is he has taken a place on rent. He has entered into a rental agreement for 1 year. That means next 1 year, whether he runs the business, whether he stops the business, should he still be paying 10,000? Yes, sir, he should still be paying 10,000. That means, tell me one thing, even if he discontinues business, how much he has to pay? Sir, he still has to pay 10,000 rupees. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, that means, tell me one thing. Yes, what is the benefit you will get on discontinuing the business? Sir, if we discontinue the business, 20,000 fixed cost will be saved. Yes or no, everyone? Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear? Yes, sir. Now comes one more perspective, which is the contribution perspective. How do I get contribution? Sales minus variable cost. Now tell me one thing. Imagine Sharaj is telling every packet of ganja at 3000 rupees. I don't know if it is cheap or heavy. I'm a papa person. Okay, because these people were giving me examples yesterday, I've taken. Imagine for every packet, variable cost is 1000 rupees. That means from every packet, how much contribution we are earning, students? 2000 rupees contribution we are earning. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. Now tell me one thing, students. I am continuing my business. That means I am selling goods or services. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means I am going to get the contribution. Yes, sir. So I will be earning a contribution of 2000 per unit. But imagine, I have discontinued the business. Tomorrow morning, Sharaj wakes up and tells, yes, I have discontinued the business. That means, tell me, is he going to sell the goods again? No. That means, will he be earning contribution in the future? No. Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. That means, what is the benefit I will get on continuing the business? What is the benefit I will be getting on continuing the business? Sir, I will be earning 2000 rupees per unit. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means, tell me one thing, students, tell me one thing. If I am continuing the business, how much benefit I am getting? For 1 unit, I am earning 2000 rupees. Yes, if I am discontinuing, right now only I am earning 20,000. That means to earn this 20,000 benefit, at least how many units I should be selling? 10 units I should be selling. Yes or no, everyone? This 10 unit is going to be my shutdown point. Sir, what does it mean, sir? Wait, now let me just show it in the form of a formula. Yes, what did I do? I did 20,000 divided by 2000. Yes, what is going to be 20,000? 20,000, can I tell it is a difference in fixed cost? Divided by what is 2000? Is it contribution per unit? Yes or no, everyone? Now, what does it mean, sir? What does it mean? Sir, it means that if I am selling 10 units now, it is same like our indifference point. If I am selling 10 units in a month, I am indifferent whether I shut down my business, whether I continue my business. It does not make any sense for me. It is going to be same only. Yes, that means, tell me, students, how do I take a decision? Pay attention. 10 units is going to be my shutdown point. At 10 units, whether I continue or discontinue, it is not going to make any difference. Tell me if my sale is lower than 10 units. Imagine. In 1 month, Sharaj has opened his business. Not even one customer came. Yes, all are nice people. Not even one customer came. That means, tell me what is going to be better. What is going to be better, students? Tell me. Yes, whether continuing business is better or discontinuing business is better. Yes, tell me, everyone. Yes, 1 month, not even a single customer has come. Yes, what is better, continuing or discontinuing? I'll tell, boss, it is better you discontinue, because now you are continuing, you are paying 30,000. Yes, if you discontinue, at least 20,000 fixed cost you can save now. That means, if my quantity is very less, what is better, students? I will discontinue my business. Yes or no? But imagine my quantity is very high. Imagine, yes, 1 month Sharaj is running his business. He is getting 1,000 customers. Tell me how much contribution he will earn. Sir, yes, from every customer 2,000 rupees. Like that, from 1,000 customer, he is earning 20 lakh rupees. Yes or no? How much extra fixed cost he has to pay? Just 20,000. Will he pay? Yes, sir, because I am getting 20 lakh rupees. Yes or no? That is, if my sale is more than my shutdown point, what will I do? I will continue my business. Yes or no? And how do I understand? Should I continue or discontinue? I will calculate my shutdown point. At the shutdown point, I am indifferent. Okay? So now, yes, I will give you proof also. Pay attention. Yes, 3 different levels let me take. Now, 10 units is my indifferent point, shutdown point. I will take one lower than that, imagine 5 units. I will take one higher than that, imagine 20 units. Pay attention. 2 options are there. Continue, discontinue, continue, discontinue, continue, discontinue. Now tell me logically, even without thinking, can you guys give me a judgment? Yes, sir, we can give judgment. At 10 units, it does not make any difference. Both things are okay. Yes, if my sale is lower than 10, I will discontinue. If it is higher than 10, I will continue. That means here, ideally what I should do? Sir, here you can continue or discontinue. I am indifferent. If it is lower than 10, I will discontinue. It is higher than 10, I will continue. Yes or no? Let me try seeing. Look at this. Sharaj is telling, at Shamala, if you want, you can take over my business. No objection. Okay. Yes. Contribution minus fixed cost is going to be my profit. Pay attention. Imagine. I decide to discontinue my business. Will I be selling goods? No, sir. That means will I be earning contribution? No, sir. But still I have to pay fixed cost. How much I have to pay? 10,000. That means if I discontinue my business, this is how it is going to look. Contribution will not be there. 10,000 fixed cost I'll have to pay. That means I will be having a loss of 10,000 rupees. Yes or no? Yes. But if we continue our business, we are earning contribution. How much contribution we are earning? We are earning a contribution of 2,000 per unit. That means if I sell 5 units, 2,000 into 5, 10,000 I will get. If I sell 10 units, 2,000 into 10, 20,000 I will get. If I sell 20 units, 2,000 into 20, 40,000. Yes or no? Yes, sir. And if I am continuing my business, how much fixed cost I have to pay? Sir, 30,000 fixed cost I should be paying. So 30,000 fixed cost, 30,000 fixed cost, 30,000. Tell me, if I continue my business and I am selling 5 units, 10,000 contribution I'll have. 30,000 fixed cost I'll have to pay. That means how much will be my loss? 20,000. Yes, 10 units means 20 minus 30. 10,000 will be loss. Here 10,000 will be profit. Now tell me one thing, students. If I am selling 5 units, tell me, if I continue business, how much I'm earning? I'm incurring loss of 20,000. If I discontinue, if I shut down and sleep at my home peacefully, how much is my loss? 10,000 only. What is better? What is better? Yes, you sit entire month in the business, run the business, take all this risk. Police will come and yes, put you in jail. Take all this risk and still what you are earning? 20,000 loss. Instead of that, shut down your business, sleep at home. Your loss is 10,000 only. What is better, students? I will tell discontinue. Yes or no? Exactly 10 units if you are selling. Understand? If you continue your business, also 10,000 loss. If you shut down, also 10,000 loss. What is happening? I am indifferent. If you want, you continue. If you don't want to discontinue, it's the same only. Yes or no? If you want to continue or do you discontinue? Yes, but if your sale is more than that, what is better? Look at this. If 20 units you are selling in a month, if you discontinue now, you will be having a 10,000 loss. But because you are continuing, you are earning a 10,000 profit. Means what is better, students? Continuing your business is better. Is this clear, everyone? So I've explained logically. So look at this, look at this, look at this. Shutdown point formula I have told. Yes, it is a difference in fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. If I divide by contribution per unit, I will get in terms of units. Imagine question has not given me contribution per unit, question has given me PV ratio. Now break even point I had to do. How I did fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. I got in terms of units. I directly wanted in terms of rupees. I divide by PV ratio. Similarly, if I divide by PV ratio, I will get it directly in terms of rupees. Yes or no? Yes, sir. And how do I take the decision? That is, at shutdown, I am indifferent. If my sale is very less, what will I do, students? It is better to shut down. Sale is very high. What is better, students? Continue your business. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir. So I hope I have explained in a small exam-oriented way. Now I can give you so much more explanation. So many 3-4 different ways of looking at the same thing. But I hope, yes, I think there is no point because it's exam-oriented batch and anyways we are having only a single question. So I hope it is sufficient. Give me a confirmation, everyone. Have you guys understood? Can we proceed further? Okay. So pay attention, everyone. Let us continue. Based on this, let us try looking at this question, students. Pay attention. What is this question telling? Question is telling that Mr. X estimates that even if he closes the doors of his business, that means even if he shuts his business now, how much fixed cost he has to incur? 25,000 still he has to incur as fixed cost. Okay. So at what level of sales he would be better off by locking his business up. So pay attention, everyone. I will just write it down. Pay attention right now. If I am continuing my business, how much fixed cost I have to pay, students? If I am continuing my business, sir, right now my fixed cost is 80,000 rupees. So 80,000 fixed cost I should be incurring. Yes or no? Yes, sir. But if I incur 80,000 fixed cost, there is a benefit. What? I am earning contribution. How much percentage contribution I am earning? I am earning 40% as my PV ratio contribution. Yes or no, everyone? What is question telling? Question is telling that, okay, boss, even if you shut down your business, still how much you have to incur? Still 25,000 you have to incur. That means what is going to be the savings in fixed cost or difference in fixed cost? So right now 80,000 I am incurring. In future 25,000 still I have to incur. That means 55,000 I can save. Yes or no, everyone? So I will just write down shutdown point. It is difference in fixed cost divided by PV ratio. What is the difference in fixed cost? If I shut down my business, now 55,000 fixed cost I can save, and it is how much percentage of sale? It is 40%. That means what should be my sale, students? Divided by 40%. 1,37,500. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no, everyone? Perfect. Is this clear? That means how my decision happens. Pay attention, students. Imagine this is 1,37,500. This is my shutdown point. At 1,37,000, what I will do? You do whatever you want to do. It doesn't make a difference. You continue, you discontinue. It's going to be same. Imagine my sale is very less. Even less than 137,500. Sale is very less, students. What we do? Normally, sale is very less. What we do? We discontinue our business. Yes, sale is very high. What do? We continue our business. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Now, what is my question asking? Question is asking at what level of sales he would be better off by locking his business up. When it is better to shut down my business. When it is better, students? If my sale is less than 137,500. What is better? It is better. Shut down your business. Go home. Sleep nicely. That is better. Don't come run your business. Yes or no, everyone? That is going to be my comment. Look at this. Shutdown point for Mr. X is 137,500. It means that at a sale of 137,500, we are indifferent between continuing our business and discontinuing. It implies that if your expected sale is lower than 137,500, Mr. X will be better off by locking his business. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir. So look at this. X will be better off by locking his business up if sale is less than 137,500. Question number 4. A single product company. Okay, what does single product company means, Sharaj? Does it mean that company is single? No, it means that company is manufacturing only one single product. Okay. Sells its product at 60 per unit. Okay, selling price is 60. In 2021-22, company operated at a margin of safety of 40%. Great. Fixed cost is 3,60,000. Variable cost ratio was 80%. Okay, perfect. In 22-23, that means this was last year's data. This is current year's data. It is estimated that variable cost will go up by 10%. Fixed cost will increase by 5%. Okay, fine. Find selling price required to be fixed to earn same PV ratio. Assuming selling price is 60 only, find the number of units. Okay, all the requirements we will do separately. First, whatever data is written, that we will write it down. Pay attention. Simple it is going. The question has given me information of 2 years. 21-22, 22-20. For 21-22, let me write down what all question is trying to tell me. The question is telling me that company sells its product at 60 per unit. Okay, great. In 21-22, company operated at a margin of safety of 40%. 40% is margin of safety. That means how much percentage is BEP? BEP is 60%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Fixed cost is 3,60,000. Okay, great. And variable cost ratio is 80%. Variable cost is 80%. That means contribution is 20%. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Based on this, let us try doing the calculation. Pay attention, everyone. This is going to be 100%. Variable cost is 80%. So 6 8s are 48 rupees variable cost. 20% contribution. That means 12 rupees contribution. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Let me try calculating my break-even point. What is break-even? No profit, no loss. But I have to pay fixed cost of 3,60,000. So to pay 3,60,000 fixed cost, how much contribution I want? 3,60,000 I want. 3,60,000 contribution I want. It is how much percentage of sale? 20%. That means how much is my sale, students? Yes, my BEP should be 18 lakh. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. My break even should be 18 lakh. Yes, 80% of 18 lakh. Yes, whatever, 14.4 lakh variable cost also be there. Is this clear, everyone? Now tell me how much is my break even? Sir, my break even is 18 lakh. It is how much percentage of my total sale, students? It is 60% of my total sale. That means what will be my total sale? Sir, it is 18 lakh divided by 60%. How much is it, students? 18 lakh divided by 60%. Is it 30 lakh, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Yes, sir. 30 lakh is my total sale. So if 30 lakh is my total sale, 80% of that, 3 8s are 24 lakh will be variable cost. 6 lakh will be contribution. 3,60,000 will be fixed cost. How much will be my profit? 2,40,000 will be my profit. Yes or no, everyone? Give me a confirmation. These things, none of these things ICA has asked, but just because data was available, I just wrote. We never know when which data is going to be handy for us. Is this clear, everyone? Okay, sir. Now comes the next year. For next year, what is happening? Okay, is this clear? 2021-22, is it clear? Yes, sir. For 22-23, it is estimated that my variable cost will go up by 10%. Okay, boss. Question is telling me that my variable cost will increase by 10%. Tell me, students, tell me. Yes, we've kept a simple principle. Whenever I will discuss variable cost, how will I discuss? I will discuss my variable cost on per unit basis. And whenever I will discuss fixed cost, how will I discuss my fixed cost? I will discuss my fixed cost on total basis. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Question is telling variable cost will increase by 10%, fixed cost will increase by 5%. Tell me how much was my variable cost per unit last year? Sir, last year my variable cost per unit was 48. This year it will increase by 10%. That means it will become 48 plus 10%. How much it will become, students? 52.8 per unit. Yes or no, everyone? Fixed cost. How am I going to discuss fixed cost? On total basis. What was my total fixed cost last year? Sir, 3,60,000. Current year, what is happening, students? 3,60,000 is the total. Current year, it is increasing by 5%. That means 3618. Is it 3,78,000? Everyone, give me a confirmation, students. Okay, 3,78,000. Yes or no, everyone? This is going to be my revised data. Pay attention. Next year, what is going to happen? The next year, my variable cost is going to be 52.8 per unit. And fixed cost is going to be 3,78,000. Yes or no, everyone? Till here, is this clear? Yes, sir. What is the requirement? Now I will see the requirement. Pay attention. Find the selling price required to earn same PV ratio as last year. They are asking that, boss. Now understand, this year my variable cost has become 52.8. Now, this year also I want the same PV ratio. Tell me, same PV ratio as in last year, how much I was earning? 20%. That means this year also I want to earn 20% only. So look at this, everyone. We are telling that, okay, boss, last year I was earning 20%. This year also I want to earn 20% only. Yes, that means if 20% is going to be my contribution, how much will be my variable cost? Variable cost will be 80%. And how much is my variable cost per unit? Sir, it is going to be 52.8. That means what should be my selling price, students? Simple. Just feel it. Sir, current year, my variable cost is 52.8 per unit. And question is telling that it is 80% of sale. That means how much should be my sale, students? Simple, students. 52.8 divided by 80%. Should it not be 66 rupees, everyone? Give me a confirmation. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Now understand, I have written down everything in a single table. While you guys are doing, you guys do it separately. And wherever explanation is required, you give the explanation. I have told you at the starting itself that yes, for me, in order to save time, I will just finish it off in a single table. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, if you guys are doing, you guys will write it like this. You will tell, okay, revised variable cost per unit is 52.8. Yes, PV ratio is 20%. That means my variable cost ratio is 80%. That means now you will compare the two based on the tell selling price per unit is 52.8 by 80%, which becomes 60. Is this clear, everyone? Okay, I have just finished it off in a table. Whatever you have done in a table, just write down below note. Simple, that's all. Now, what is going to be second situation? Assuming same selling price of 60 per unit in 22-23. It's a second situation. They are telling that, no, boss, we cannot increase selling price. We will keep selling price 60 only. Okay, yes, find out the number of units to be produced and sold to earn the same profit. They are telling, okay, selling price will be 60 only, boss, but I want last year's profit only. For that, how many units I should sell? So look at this, everyone. 60 is selling price. How much is variable cost? 52.8. That means what will be my contribution? 60 minus 52.8 is going to be 7.2. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. How much is fixed cost revised? Is 3,78,000. Pay attention, everyone. Look at this. In terms of percentage, my sale is anyways going to be 100%. Variable cost 52.8 on 60 is going to be 88%. That means my contribution is going to be 12%. Tell me students, we are telling last year's profit I want. Okay boss, last year how much profit we had earned? Last year how much profit we had earned? Sir, last year we had earned a profit of 2,40,000. That means this year also I am telling, okay boss, you do whatever you want to do in the business. I want 2,40,000 profit. I am telling fine. 2,40,000 profit I want, but how much fixed cost I have to pay? Sir, 3,78,000 fixed cost also I should pay. That means total how much contribution I want? I want 240 plus 370. I want total 6,18,000 rupees contribution. Yes or no? Yes sir. 6,18,000 contribution I want. Yes, 1 unit is giving me how much contribution? 7.2. That means how many units I should be selling? 85,833 units. Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. Now in terms of rupees, if you want to do, sir, 6,18,000 I want. It is 12% of sale. That means how much should be my sale? 51,50,000. Now understand, your units is in terms of decimal. That means our rounding of error could be possible. If you do 85,833 units into every item at 60, you are getting 51,49,980 only, because that decimal gets ignored. That's all. Is this clear everyone? That means how much should be my sale value, students? Yes, my sale question is asking find out the number of units to be produced and sold. It is going to be 85,833.33. You can make it as 85,834 units. Is this clear everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? I have just finished it off in a single table, but while you guys are writing, you guys write it down properly. I have told that at the start of this chapter, for saving time, I will do everything in a single table. You have to give explanation. Is this clear everyone? Give me. Question number 14. Again a beautiful question. Pay attention. An automobile manufacturing company produces different model of car. Okay, great. Budget in respect of model 007 for the month of March is as under. Okay, boss. Next month, how many units I am planning to produce? 40,000 units I am planning to produce. All amount given is in terms of lakhs. Okay. Yes, net realization. Ultimately, how much amount I will be getting? I will be getting 2,10,000 rupees. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Ultimate my sales value is 2,10,000. Yes or no everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no? No sir. It is in terms of lakh. So it is 2,10,000 lakhs. That means if you have to write it, how it becomes is 2,10,000 and it is a lakh. Lakh means in 1 lakh how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much it is? Lakh, crore, some 2,100 crores. Something like that is there. Okay, everyone, pay attention, students. So the data given here is in terms of lakhs. Okay, so all my calculation also I will keep it in terms of lakhs. I will not convert it into rupees because it will become very huge amount. We will get confused just by writing rupees. Okay, everything we will keep in terms of lakhs only. Yes, net realization. Ultimately, how much I got? 2,10,000 in terms of lakhs. Variable cost is given. Material, labor expense. Okay, great. Fixed cost is given. Okay, total cost is given. Profit is given. Sales is given. Calculate profit with 10% increase in selling price and 10% reduction in sales volume. Volume to be achieved to maintain original profit after 10% rise in material cost at originally budgeted. Everything is fine. Now, tell me one simple thing, my dear students. Okay, I have told you one very simple rule. Whenever I have my sales, how will I write my selling price? Per unit it is dependent. So I want my selling price per unit. Yes, whenever I have my cost, my variable cost, how I want? Per unit I want. Fixed cost, how I want? On total basis. This is a simple principle. So right now, what is my selling price per unit? What is my variable cost per unit? And what is my fixed cost on total basis? That I have to write. Is this clear? Okay, so pay attention everyone. So step number 1, what we are going to do is every data I am going to convert. Okay, yes, based on how I want. Pay attention. Question number 43. Right now, how much quantity I am selling? Sir, right now I am selling 40,000. Okay, great. Yes, every data I want in terms of, yes, per unit. Yes, selling price. How do I want my sales? Per unit. Tell me what is the total sales, students? It is 2,10,000. It is for how many units? 40,000 units. That means per unit how much it is? It is going to be 5.25. Yes or no everyone? Yes. So now below everything I will write, yes, value, every value I am going to write in terms of rupee lakhs. Yes, it is 5.25 lakhs. Okay. Yes, sir. Next comes my variable cost. Variable cost also how I want, students. Variable cost also I want on per unit. Fixed cost I want on total basis. Tell me how much was my material cost. Sir, material cost is 79,200. It is for how many units, students? It is for 40,000 units. That means per unit how much it is? It is going to be 1.98. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Yes, labor is how much? 15,600. That means per unit how much it is going to be? 0.39. Yes, direct expense is how much? 37,200. That means per unit how much it is going to be? 0.93. That means what is my total variable cost per unit? Sir, 1.98 material, 0.39 labor, 0.93. Yes, direct expense. That means it is going to be 3.3. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Then comes my fixed cost. How do I want my fixed cost, sir, on total basis? What is my specific fixed cost? It is going to be 27,000. Allocated is 33,750. That means total is how much? It is going to be 6750. Yes or no, everyone? So my data, I have written it down the way I want. Understand, whenever question is giving you change in cost, yes, sales always per unit calculate and keep. Variable per unit, fixed cost total. This is what you have to do and keep. Is this clear? Now let us see every requirement of question. Question is asking, calculate the profit with a 10% increase in selling price and a 10% reduction in sales volume. Okay, I have to calculate profit when what all is happening? Sales price is increasing 10% and sales volume is reducing 10%. Okay. Tell me, students, right now how much quantity I am selling? Sir, right now 40,000 I am selling. In future, if my sales volume reduces by 10%, how much will it be, sir? How much will it be, students? Sir, 40,000 minus 10% will be 36,000 units. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Tell me how much will be my selling price. Selling price will increase 10%. Right now it is a 5.25. If it increases 10%, it will be 5.775. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Whether any other data question has told will change? No. That means what is my default assumption? Will be same only. That means my variable cost will be 3.3 per unit. Fixed cost will be 60,750. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. With this data, can we calculate profit? Yes, sir. Simple. Let us do it. Pay attention. Yes, what is my sales per unit? Sales is 5.775. Yes, all is in terms of rupees lakhs. Okay. Variable cost is going to be same only 3.3. That means how much is going to be my contribution? 2.475. What is going to be fixed cost? It is going to be same only 60,750. Now pay attention. Total how much quantity I am selling, students, right now? 36,000 units. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. That means what is going to be the data? Look at this. 36,000 units into selling price is 5.775. That means it becomes 2,07,900. Variable cost is 3.3. That means it becomes 1,18,800. That means how much is my contribution, students? 2.475. Is it 89,100? Yes, sir. How much is fixed cost? 60,750. That means what is going to be my profit, students? 8900 minus 6750. Is it going to be 28,350? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. So question is asking me my profit, so I will just write, therefore profit is going to be, final answer, 28,350 lakhs. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear, everyone? Tell me, was it anything difficult? Was it new? Was it difficult? What was there, sir? Simple, sir. Jujibi. Just remember this. Selling price I want per unit. Variable cost I want per unit. Fixed cost I want total. Story over. That's all that is there. The next 3, 4, 5 questions will solve. Everywhere same thing I will be doing. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, sir. It is clear. Now let me see what is the second requirement. Second requirement question is telling, pay attention. First one was, okay, first one was 28,350. Second one, volume to be achieved. What is question asking? How much quantity I should sell to maintain the original profit? I want original profit after a 10% increase in material cost at originally budgeted selling price per. Yes, tell me what is happening. Yes, in the second situation, question is telling how much quantity I should be selling. Okay, boss. Why? What I want to do? Yes, in order to, where is it there? Which question am I doing the? Okay. In order to Earn a original profit. Tell me students, originally how much was my profit? Yes, if you see the question, original profit was 17,250. Okay. After a 10% increase in material cost at originally budgeted selling price. That means tell me what will be my selling price, students? Original selling price. What is original selling price? 5.25 only. Yes or no? Tell me what all happened to my variable cost. Sir, material cost has increased by 10%. How much was my material cost? 1.98. If it increases by 10%, how much will it be? 2.178. Whether any other cost is changing? No, sir. That means labor will be 0.39. Direct expense will be 0.93. What will be my total variable cost? 2.178 plus 0.39 plus 0.9. It will be 3.498. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. What is going to be my fixed cost? Any change? No, sir. 60,750. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. So let us try doing the calculation. Pay attention. Volume to earn my original profit per unit data. Yes, selling price is going to be same 5.25 only. Yes or no? Yes, sir. My variable cost revised. What is my new variable cost per unit, students? It is 3.498. Okay. Is going to be 3.498. It means what will be my contribution? 5.25 minus this will give me 1.752. Yes, how much is my fixed cost? Whether my fixed cost has changed? No, sir. It is 60,750. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now tell me total how much quantity I should be selling to earn my original profit. What is the original profit? Sir, original profit is 17,250. To earn a 17,250 profit, tell me whether 17,250 contribution is sufficient. No, sir. 60,750 fixed cost also I should pay now. 17,250 plus 60,750. That means total how much contribution I want? 78,000 I want. And 1 unit how much it is giving me? 1.752. That means how many units I should be selling? 44,520. Yes or no? Number of units? It is total contribution divided by contribution per unit. 78,000 divided by 1.752 is going to be 44,520.54. That means I will round it off as 44,521. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? So I should be selling 44,520. Is this clear, everyone? Indian soft drink company is planning to establish a subsidiary in Bhutan to produce mineral water. Okay, we are producing mineral water. Based on the estimated annual sale of 40,000 bottles of mineral water. Yes, the cost studies produce the following estimates. Okay, all these things are based on an annual sale of 40,000 bottles. If I am selling 40,000 bottles, what all will be the things? They are telling. Okay, material, how much will be my annual cost? Labor, how much will be my annual cost? Factory overhead, how much it will be? Admin overhead, how much it will be? Then they are telling percentage of total cost which is variable 100, 80, 60, 35. Now just this data, let me bifurcate and keep. Tell me students, how do I want my variable cost per unit? How do I want my fixed cost total? So pay attention what I am going to do. Question number 44 is I am telling statement showing my bifurcation of cost. Pay attention. How are we going to? Material. Tell me students, how much is the total material cost given? Sir, total material cost given is 2,10,000. How much percentage of the cost is variable? Sir, full 100% is variable. That means how much is variable cost? Full 2,10,000 is variable. How much is fixed cost? 0. Yes or no, everyone? Now tell me, how do I want my variable cost? Sir, I want my variable cost on per unit basis. This 2,10,000 variable cost is for how many bottles? Sir, it is for 40,000 bottles. So 2,10,000 divided by 40,000. Per bottle, how much it is? 5.25. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Simple. Yes, come to labor. How much is labor cost, sir? 1.5 lakh is labor cost. How much percentage is variable? Sir, 80% is variable. That means how much will be my variable cost? 1,50,000 into 80%. 1,20,000 is variable. 30,000 is fixed cost. Factory overheads, how much it is? Total is 92,000. How much percentage is variable? 60% is variable. That means 55,200 is variable. That means 40% is fixed. 36,800 is fixed. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Admin overhead 40,000 is my total amount. 35% is variable. That means is it 14,000 is variable? Yes, that means balance 65% is fixed. 26,000 is fixed. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. Fixed cost I want on total basis. I'm having also on total basis. No tension, baby. Yes, variable cost I want on per unit basis, but I'm having on total basis. There is a tension, baby. That means I have to convert it to per unit. Simple. How many units we are producing? 40,000. That means 1,20,000 means it is going to be 3 rupee. 55,200 means it is going to be 1.38 rupee. 14,000 means it is going to be 0.35. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Tell me what is my total variable cost per unit? Sir, 5.25 plus 3 plus 1.38 plus 0.35 is going to be 9.98. Fixed cost is 30, 36,800, 26 is going to be 92. Yes or no? Over. Story over, students. This is all I have to do. That means my variable cost per unit right now it is 9.98. Fixed cost on total is 92,800. Once this is clear, anything in the world we can do. Simple. Okay. So now let me read more. Okay. The Bhutanese production will be sold by manufacturer's representative who will receive a commission of 8% of sale price. That means, yes, this commission also that I am going to pay 8%. What is it going to be? It is also going to be a variable cost only. But it is not shown here. Okay, fine. No portion of Indian office expenses to be allocated. Okay, great. You are required to calculate the selling price per bottle. Okay. To enable the management to realize an estimated 10% profit on sale proceeds. What do I want? I want, yes, I have to calculate at what selling price I have to sell every bottle so that I can earn 10% profit on my sale proceeds. Pay attention, students. Very simple question. Pay attention. If I do my total cost plus profit, I will arrive at sales. Yes or no, everyone? In total cost, variable cost is there, fixed cost is there. Yes, sales I don't know, I will take it as X. How much profit I want? 10%. I will assume it as 0.1X. Over. Yes or no, everyone? Third standard, fourth standard, we used to do like this jujube calculation. Pay attention. Yes, calculation of selling price per bottle. Now every calculation we are doing for an output of 40,000 bottles only. Pay attention. First, let me calculate my variable cost excluding commission. Tell me how much is my variable cost excluding commission? It is 9.98 per bottle into 40,000 bottles I'm having. So how much it will be, students? It is going to be 399,200. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, sir. How much is my fixed cost, students? It is going to be 92,800. That means how much will be my total cost? 4,92,000. Now tell me one thing, students. Tell me one thing. Is it my total cost? No, sir. It is my total cost excluding commission. Because commission till now I have not shown in this. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. This 4,92,000. If you want to cross verify, whatever cost is given in the question, 210, 150, 92, 40. That also if you add, you will get 4,92,000 only. Now commission I want. How much is the commission? Sir, commission is 8% of sale. 8% of sale. Now, do I know sale? I don't know sale. So, what we will be assuming as our sale? We will assume our sale is equal to X. That means it is going to be 0.08X. Yes or no? So, we will come up with a working note for doing the calculation. Service costing, we have done like this calculation. Pay attention. Very simple. Total cost plus profit will give me sales. And how do I write my total cost? I will write it is total cost before commission plus commission gives me total cost. Add your profit gives me sales. Yes, what is my total cost before commission? It is 4,92,000, boss. Yes, commission is how much percent? 8%. That means 0.08. 8% of what? Of sales. Let me assume sale is X. That means this becomes 0.08X. How much profit I want? I want 10% of sale. That means 0.1. So let us simplify. 4,92,000. This is plus 0.18x. Take it to the other side. Becomes minus 0.18x. 1 minus 0.18x is 0.82x. Therefore, value of x is equal to 4,92,000 divided by 0.82. Yes, it is 6 lakh rupees. Yes or no, everyone? Don't forget who your x is. Therefore, sales is equal to x is equal to rupees. Profit is equal to 0.1x is equal to 10%, 60,000. Commission is equal to 0.08x, 8% of that. I think 6 8s are 48,000. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, we've got all the data. Pay attention. This is going to be 48,000. That means what is going to be total cost? 492 plus 48, it is going to be 5,40,000. Profit is going to be 60,000 we've calculated. That means my sale value is going to be 6 lakh. Yes or no everyone? Give me a confirmation, students. Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. This is the total sale value. What is the question asking? Calculate the sale price per bottle. Per bottle. This 6 lakh sale value is for how many bottles? 40,000 bottles. That means per bottle, what is going to be the sale value, students? 6 lakh divided by 40,000. Is it going to be 15 rupees? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes sir. Part 1 is over. What was difficult, sir? Students, nothing. Okay. Now we will go to second part. What is second part telling? Calculate break even in rupee sales and also in terms of bottle. Okay, I have to calculate BEP. How I want? Rupees also I want, units also I want. Yes, of the Bhutani subsidiary on the assumption that selling price is 14 per bottle. Okay, boss, if your selling price is 14 per bottle, what will be the story? Okay, let us see. Selling price is 14. Now let me calculate variable cost. What all variable cost is there? First, commission I have to pay. How much commission? 8% of selling price. So 14 is my selling price. 8% of that is going to be 1.12. Yes, how much is going to be my other variable cost that I have already calculated? Is going to be 9.98. Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. That means tell me what is going to be my total variable cost, students. Tell me what is going to be my total variable cost. 1.12 and 9.98. Is it going to be 11.1? Yes sir. That means what is my contribution? 14 minus 11.1. It is going to be 2.9. Fixed cost. How much is my fixed cost? We have already calculated 92,800. Yes or no? If you want, you can calculate in terms of percentage also. Sale is going to be 100%. Variable cost 11 upon 14 is going to be 78.57%. Okay, your variable percentage you are getting in terms of decimal, so it will always be having a yes rounding of difference. It is better not to get into that. So break even point, I will tell no profit, no loss. 92,800 fixed cost I have to pay for that. 92,800 contribution I want. 92,800 I want, boss. One unit is giving 2.9. That means how many units I should sell? 32,000 units I should sell. Yes or no? Yes sir. 32,000 units I sold. Every item I sold at 14. That means what should be my sale value? 4,40,000. Yes or no everyone? Yes sir. Is this over? Yes sir. Was it difficult? No sir. Jujube. What is it, students? Tell me. Jujube. Yes or no everyone? XYZ Limited has a production capacity of 2 lakh units in a year. Okay, fine. Normal capacity utilization reckon is 90%. See, I am having a capacity of 2 lakh, but I know that I will not be utilizing 100%. Yes or no? Now, if you want to see, yes, you can tell I can study maximum. If I study properly, yes, I will study for 12 hours. But will you study for 12 hours? Normally, I will be studying for 8 hours. That means for the next month, when you are making a plan, yes, ideally on how many hours you should make a plan. You should be making a plan on the hours that you are planning to study, not on your maximum hours. So, yes, I am planning, I am estimating that next year, 90% of that is 1,80,000 units will be producing. Fine. Standard variable cost is 11 per unit. Okay. Fixed cost is 9,60,000 per year. Sorry, 3,60,000 per year. Fine. Variable selling cost is 3 rupees. Okay. 3 rupee per unit. Fixed selling cost is 2,70,000 per year. Fine. Unit selling price is 20 rupees. Fine. In the year just ended 31st March. Production was 1,60,000. Fine. Sales was 1,50,000. I have produced 160. I have sold 150 only. That means 10,000 is my closing stock. Fine. Yes, they are telling closing stock was 20,000 units. Now what is happening, students? Closing stock is 20,000 units. That means what is happening? My production is 160. Yes, my sale is 150. Closing stock is 20,000. That means what is there? What is there? What is there? Yes, there is an opening stock also of 10,000 units. Fine. Again, they are telling my actual variable production cost is 35,000 higher than my standard. Yes, what data is given for me? All my cost, 11 per unit, all of that. That is my standard cost. Actually, my production cost is higher by 35,000 rupees. It is my variable production cost. Fine. Yes, calculate profit as per absorption, marginal. Yes, explain the difference. You can do your reconciliation. Again, it's a good question, students. So I'll not give it as homework. We will do it, giving you 2 minutes. Quickly think. Then we'll come up with the solution. Yes. So let us try solving the question, students. One of the most beautiful questions out here. Yes. Now, yes, proper presentation, you guys do it by yourself, students. Now, yes, I'll be giving you the data quickly. I'll be giving you the data. Now look at this. I will tell what is my standard product cost. Okay, ideally what should be my product cost? Yes, as per absorption costing, as per my marginal costing. Fine. Yes, I am incurring variable production cost, fixed production cost. Yes, what is my variable product cost per unit, students? What is my variable product cost per unit? Ideally standard was 11. Yes, then it increased, that is fine, but standard was 11. Yes, what is my fixed cost? Yes, I thought that 3.6 lakh is my fixed cost for a year. In a year, how many units I will produce is what I thought. 2 lakh is my capacity, but will I produce 2 lakh? No, I thought I'll be working at 90%. That means 1,80,000 units I'll be producing is what I thought. That means per unit, how much was my cost, students? Per unit, how much was my fixed cost? 2 rupees. Am I going to charge my fixed cost in marginal? No. Yes, that means what is my product cost, students? In case of absorption, I'm telling it is 13 rupees. Marginal, I'm telling it is 11 rupees. Is it clear, everyone? Now, in case of absorption costing, I'm absorbing my overheads. That means there is a possibility there could be under or over absorption. I've absorbed more, I've absorbed less. So I'll see how much it is, yes or no. So again, that calculation also I'll do here only. Look at this, I'm not doing it in a structure, proper presentation I'm not following. Yes, under or over absorption. Yes, how much is my absorbed overheads? How am I absorbing, students? I'm absorbing overheads at the rate of 2 rupee per unit. For every unit produced, I'm telling 2 rupees is my overheads. Actually, how many units have been produced? 1,60,000 units have been produced. Yes, that was for the year, so there is no adjustment of quarter. That was their last question. So how much I would have absorbed? 3,20,000 I would have absorbed. But how much actual overhead cost I would have incurred? Whether question is telling what is my actual overhead cost? No. So what I'll assume, how much initially I had budgeted? How much I had budgeted? 3,60,000. That itself is my actual overhead cost. I have absorbed 3,20,000. However, I have to incur 3,60,000. That means what is happening, students? There is an under absorption. There is an under absorption of 40,000 rupees. I am having under absorption of 40,000 rupees. What am I going to do, students? Will I add it to my cost? Will I reduce from my cost? Under absorption, will I add it to my cost? Will I reduce from my cost? What am I going to do, students? I am telling under absorption. I have charged less amount. Yes, so my cost is showing less. So what I will do? I will obviously add my under absorption so that I can arrive at the correct cost. So we'll tell add. How much? 40,000 rupees. This is also fine. Yes. Now look at one more thing, students. Yes, I will do my calculation of cost of goods sold. Now firstly, let us see. Yes, just in terms of quantity. Again, I'm telling I'm not doing proper presentation. Yes, just in terms of quantity, let me see. Opening stock, production, sales, closing stock. Yes, in this period, how much I have produced, students? In this period, how much I have produced? I have produced 1.6 lakh. Okay, fine. How much I have sold? I have sold 20,000. Yes, what is my closing stock, students? What is my closing stock? Question is telling closing stock was 20,000. That means this is 1.5 lakh. That means here 1.7 lakh is there. Production was only 1.6 lakh. That means how can I, yes, sell 1,50,000 and still have closing stock of 20,000? It is possible only if I had an opening stock of 10,000. Is it clear, students? Any doubts in this one? Should we continue? I know that, yes, the cost of my goods sold is nothing but opening stock plus production minus my closing stock. Yes or no, everyone? Now look at this, look at this, look at this. Again, there is going to be more and more fun coming your way. Now, how do I do it? Okay, I'll do it this way. Look at this. I will do firstly as per my absorption costing. Yes, opening stock. How many units opening stock I am having, students? 10,000 units opening stock I am having. Whether question is telling that for 1 unit of opening stock, what is the cost? Whether question is telling for 1 unit of opening stock, what is the cost? Whether question is giving me that data. Question is not giving me that data. So I have to take an assumption. What will be my assumption, students? How much standard cost I will be incurring, that only will be my cost of opening stock. Yes or no? Suppose I am telling, see, yes, my standard cost to produce 1 unit is 10 rupees. In this period, I have incurred 12 rupees. So if I am calculating for my opening stock, what will be my cost? I will tell standard. Data is not available. What will I assume? I will assume I have purchased it properly. I have produced it at the correct price. Yes or no? So I will assume that yes, the cost per unit is going to be my standard cost. Is this point clear, students? One very important point, assumption that you have to be taking. Yes, what is my standard cost per unit as per absorption costing? What is my standard cost per unit as per absorption costing, students? Yes, what is the standard cost per unit as per absorption costing? 13 rupees is the standard ideal cost per unit as per absorption costing. So I will tell I have 10,000 units at the rate of 13 per unit. How much cost we have incurred? Yes, 1,30,000 rupees. Is it clear? In this period, I will produce production. Yes or no? Yes. What is, how many units have produced, students? How many units have produced in the current year? 1,60,000 units have produced in the current year. Now look at this, students. 1,60,000 units have produced in the current year. Ideally to produce 1 unit, how much should have been my cost? 13 rupees. That means ideally I should have been, yes, I would have incurred 20,80,000 rupees. But wait, what happened? What happened? In this year, some extra cost was incurred. My actual variable production cost was higher by 35,000. That means in this year, actually how much cost I have incurred, students? I have actually incurred 20,80,000 plus 35,000, that is 21,15,000 in the current year for 1,60,000 units. So can I tell effectively I have incurred 13.21875 per unit. Is it clear? Yes. Now from this, I'm telling I have my sales, I have my closing stock. I will just show you this adjustment, students. Balance things you should be in a position to do. Yes. Now I have sold how many units, students? I have sold 1,50,000 units. Yes, my opening stock is at 13 rupees. My current period of production is at 13.21875. Yes, my method of valuation will come into picture. Question is not telling anything. Which method of valuation will I be opting by default? Which method of valuation, students? I'll be going for FIFO. So what I will tell? First in, first out. I will tell firstly I'll pick from my opening stock. I will tell 10,000 units I will get from here at the rate of 13. Altogether I have sold 1,50,000. That means balance 1,40,000 I will get from here at the rate of 13.21875. What is the value of my closing stock? Yes, 1,60,000 is produced. Only 140 is sold in the current year. That means 20,000 units at the rate of 13.21875 is going to be my value of closing stock. I will tell, yes, 10,000 into 13, 1,30,000, 1,40,000 into 13.21875, which will make it 18,50,625. This is the cost of the goods sold. This is the cost of the goods sold. Yes, what I had done previously, opening stock plus production. Yes, minus closing stock. That is the cost of the goods sold. Yes, cost of the goods which is sold. Again, closing stock I am having 20,000 units into 13.21875, which makes it 264,375. Is it clear? Same thing I have to be doing for absorption, marginal. The only thing here is, yes, here only I will be considering my variable cost. Here it will be 11, here it will be 11. Except that everything else is going to be the same. Okay. Now I will prepare my profit statement as per absorption costing, students. Now look at this. As per absorption costing. Yes, first I will tell my sales less my cost of sales. That first I will tell my product cost, which is my cost of goods sold. Then I am telling, am I having any under or over absorption? Then I am telling whatever non-product cost is there, that I will directly put. Yes, what is my sales? How many units have I sold, students? How many units have I sold? I have sold 1,50,000 units. Every unit I have sold at 20 rupees. That means what is my sale? 30 lakh. Yes, what is my product cost? What is my product cost, students? I have calculated just here. What is my product cost? Yes, the cost of the goods which is sold, opening stock, current period, all of that I have considered. I have told it is 1850,625. 18,50,625. Yes, always remember, students, in absorption costing, under absorption is your default adjustment. It should be done. How much under absorption is there? 40,000. We have told under absorption I will add to my cost. How much I have to add, students? 40,000 I have to add to my cost. Okay. Non-product cost is also there. What non-product cost is there? Yes, standard variable production cost. Okay, fixed cost 3,60,000. Variable selling cost is there, 3 rupee per unit. Yes or no? Variable selling cost 3 rupee per unit. How many units I have sold? 1.5 lakh. Again, am I having fixed selling cost of 2.7 lakh? This is 4.5 lakh. That means altogether what will happen, students? 18,50,625 plus 40,000 plus 4,50,000 plus 2,70,000, which makes it 26,10,625. That means what is my profit, students? Finally, my profit is 3,89,375. Yes or no, everyone? Oof. Yes or no? Yes, students, there is one mistake, students. One simple calculation error is there. It's only a calculation error. Everything else is same. Look at this here. I've told 10,000 opening stock is at 13 rupees. That means 1,30,000. 1,40,000 is at 13.21875, which is 1850,625 is the current period. 1,40,000 units. My total cost is 19 lakh. So I was just checking, Midul, whether you are active or not. What is this, Midul? This is not fair. Yes, it is 19 lakh 80,625 rupees. Yes, is it clear? Just a calculation error. If you correct that, 198625, this you make 198625. 198625 plus 40,000 plus 4,50,000 plus 2,70,000, it becomes 27,40,625. You reduce 30 lakh, it becomes 2,59,375. Yes or no? Becomes 259,375. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, same thing has to be done for your marginal costing, students. I hope you will do marginal costing by yourselves. You want me to do marginal costing? Yes, if you want to tell me, I'll do it in 5 minutes. No issues. Let's finish off marginal costing also. Okay, let's now look at this. Now same thing, I will tell. I have my opening stock, current period production. I have my sale, I have my closing stock. Opening stock, how many units I am having, students? 10,000, yes or no? Current period production, yes, 1,60,000. Tell me if the numbers are correct. Yes, from that sale was 1,50,000. Closing stock was 20,000. Okay. In case of marginal costing, keep in mind, students, I will consider only my variable production cost. Yes, variable production cost. How much is my variable production cost, students? 11 rupees. Standard is 11 rupees. Actually, some 35,000 extra was incurred in the current period. So, I am telling I am having 10,000 units opening stock at the rate of 11 rupees. That means it becomes 10,000 into 11, 1,10,000. Yes, current period, what happened? Ideally, what should have been my standard cost? 1,60,000 at the rate of 11. Yes, 1,60,000 at the rate of 11. It should have been 1,60,000 at the rate of 11. It should have been 17.6 lakh. But wait, in this current year, this was my standard. Yes, some extra 35,000. Question has told. Yes, this is my actual Actual variable production cost was 35,000 higher than the standard. What I thought should have been 17,60,000, but what I've incurred is 17,95,000 rupees. Is it clear, everyone? Now 17,95,000 I've incurred for 1,60,000 units. That means per unit how much it is, students? It is at the rate of 11.21875. Based on this, I have my sales. From where will I sell first, students? I will sell from my opening stock 10,000 units at the rate of 11. Yes, balance 1,40,000 units at the rate of 11.21875. So I have my closing stock here 20,000 units at the rate of 11.21875. Yes, slowly 10,000 at the rate of 11 m plus 1,40,000 at the rate of 11.21875 m plus MRC 1680625, 16,80,625 rupees. Now here only I will, no, let me create it fresh only. Let me not bring in more complications. Yes or no, students? Okay, anyways, it's just a matter of 1 or 2 minutes. Yes, sales minus variable cost gives me contribution. Yes, variable cost, I have my product cost, which is 16,80,625. Sales was 30 lakh. So no, for my contribution I have to reduce my fixed cost. I will get my profit. Okay, now variable cost, I have my product cost, which is 16,80,625. I have my non-product cost. How much it is, students? Variable selling is 3 rupee per unit. Okay, it is 3 rupee per unit. How many units have sold? 1,50,000 units have sold. Yes or no? Yes, that means 4.5 lakh. 4.5 lakh. I know presentation is very bad. 16,80,000. Sorry, 16,80,625 plus 4,50,000. 21,30,625 is my variable cost. That means what is my contribution, students? 8,69,375. First time when we are explaining this question in our regular batch, it takes 1.5 hours. But here we don't have so much time. That's the reason, I'm hurrying up. Yes, again, what all fixed cost is there, students? I'll be incurring a fixed factory cost of 3.6 lakh. Again, other selling cost of 2.7 lakh. That means altogether 6,30,000 rupees. That means what will be my profit? 869,375 minus 6,30,000, which makes it 239,375. 2,39,375. Let me see if it is correct or not. Yes, 239,375. Is it clear? The answer also we've got. Again, question is asking me, tell me the reasons. I'll be telling, okay, my opening stock value is different. You have to prepare a reconciliation. You can start from absorption, come to marginal, or start from marginal, go to absorption. But keep that in mind. Your opening stock is expense. Yes, ideally your expense will be more in absorption because you're charging your fixed cost also. So yes, based on that you do your adjustment. Yes, your closing stock is your income. Generally your closing stock will be again higher in absorption. Obviously your value will be higher in absorption because you are charging not just your variable cost, you are adding your fixed cost as well. Is it clear? So based on that, give your comment. Is it clear, students? With this, we have finished one of the most important chapters from your examination perspective. Yes, at times I was a bit fast. It was only because we have a target to finish the complete paper within 70 hours.